Okay, everyone, are you ready for another exciting episode of WarHams? Hello, everyone. Welcome back once again to WarHams, the tabletop eating simulator. No, this is a tabletop game where we play a tabletop game. Are you guys excited? I sure am. Let's go down the list of the people we have here today. So, starting from directly below me up top here, we have Zoran the player. Zoran the bear.
Zoran the player.
You're a player now.
He's a
Zoran the bear, playing the funny little man.
Barin Stackwall. I am a rat catcher with the best person in the team, Little Nugget. Everyone can now pet.
The Doge. Look at the Doge.
Just below him, we have the tall, gold-haired, gold-toothed, gold elf.
Gold elf, yes. I am Spicody, and I am playing Mecurion, the High Elven Noble. He's not evil. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Because you make every elf sound evil, speaker.
That's
Speaking
right.
of evil elves that are not actually evil, and I'm saying that because it's funny, below that we have the red-haired, rambunctious, and round.
Round.
Whoa.
Round. Whoa.
Wow. Damn. I see.
Zilyana Stonebloom. Hi, I'm Odoroshi, playing Zilyana, the Elven Squire, and resident big lady.
Correct, and she so far has killed one more thing than me. I need to fix that, and I am Earndil. I am playing Arnold Fleischman. He is a witch hunter wannabe that is trying his damnedest to get Barin to safety, despite Barin's, despite Barin, really.
Yep.
Which is an unfortunate detriment to us all.
Yep. And the feller leading us off is the ever-talented, the ever trying to hex us, and the ever-chosen.
Oh, hello, it's me. It's me, Thirsty, on-call GM. And I am, wow, I'm like Archeon now? That's cool. That's sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that I'm going to come from the north and end this campaign, because that's what's going to happen. I mean, depending what the difficulty level is, sometimes those Chaos Invasions are actually pretty garbo, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
And with that, welcome back, everyone. As kind of our little precursor things that we usually say, one, we're using Foundry for our platform here. We're also playing on the Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition game, because some people usually get confused if they didn't see the first episode when we explained it. And also, just remember, this is a little bit more rulesy than what we usually do. So if we do mess up a rule and stuff, please don't lose your shit over it. We're all human. It's kind of hard to memorize the book, so please understand that we might either bend some rules to kind of fit the campaign and the story to kind of fit it in the way that we need to, or just make sure there's more fun than just torture. Along with that, I think the last time we left off, the PCs began their journey at the Couch in the Horses Couch Coaching Inn, looking to make their way to the city of Altdorf. There, they managed to get some rooms and met with the proprietor, Gustav Fondelberger. We all remember Fondelberger, right?
Remember her very fondly.
Yeah, how could you forget?
That's right. He's secretly the B-bag.
They managed to get passage on a coach onto Altdorf, traveling along with the noble Isolde von Studendorf and her retinue, the Bretonnian card player Philippi Descartes, and the scholar Ernest Heidelman. On the road, our heroes came across a mutant, which apparently Baron Stockwall knew of. That mutant was chewing on a coachman's corpse in the middle of the road. The mutant rushed the party and was eventually taken down by Zilyana's blade. Following this, Zilyana headed off into the woods to fetch the horses and eventually stumbled upon a gruesome sight. And Thurston, what sight do we see?
Well, let's pull up the old map here, shall we? All right, Zilyana, you have gone off in search of the caravan horses and eventually found your way to the ruined remains of another caravan. As you've sort of come out into this clearing, you can see now that you are surrounded by a variety of bodies and the smashed remains of a carriage. As you have now heard the rustling in the woods, you've looked around to see 4 figures and then a looming shadow further into the woods to the northeast. What you see around the overturned coach here are 2 of the horses that are desperately trying to struggle to get free of their harness, and one creature with a large body and an incredibly small head that looms over the horses with a massive axe that they have brought down in an attempt to take down these horses. And yeah, so you see this right by the horses, and then further up you see two figures immediately north of you. One of them is a human with a dog-like head who is lying and screaming next to some of the wreckage, blood pumping from a wound in his leg, while another similar mutant with a pointed head is trying to bandage this dog-headed mutant's wound. And finally, a 4th one with cloven feet and a slightly strange spiked head is feasting on one of the bodies right in front of you. You can see also further down what appears to be a larger fellow readying up a crossbow, clearly having prepared for some sort of combat. And you've noticed that some of the bodies here have wounds on them that have crossbow bolts in their back. One of them that is oddly next to you, in fact right beside you, in the brush here, is a corpse that has 2 bolts in its back, its head turned to the side, and bears an uncanny resemblance to Arno Fleischmann. With all of this going on, we are going to begin combat. Now, in this situation, we are actually in a situation where various people are surprised. So in this first round of intensity, Mecurion, you don't get to do anything because you're surprised. That then brings us to you, Zilyana, as the next highest in our initiative score. You see that these 4 that are sort of standing, these mutants, they've taken note of you, but they're definitely shocked by your sudden intrusion into their clearing.
Oh God, I feel like that gif of the guy walking in with the pizza into the flaming room.
Yes.
All right, so who all is surprised?
So essentially everyone is surprised right now except for you, because you've basically instigated this.
Yeah.
All right. That's bad. I'm going to kind of see what's going on here. See them feasting on these bodies, trying to kill these horses, and I'm going to shout over to my compatriots, "Looks like we got company!" and just start booking it back toward the clearing, because I do not want to be stuck here.
Absolutely.
Remind me again, the distance of each square.
So each square is 2 yards.
2 yards. Okay. Yeah.
But if you use the ruler, it'll auto calculate that for you.
Oh, so. Excellent. Yeah. I have rocks for brains.
You are good. You are good. So you can, and remember this woodland by you, we're going to treat that as difficult terrain, so it's going to have your regular movement.
Okay. So that's going to be
But you are elf, so you're super fast.
2 yards, you said?
Yeah, for every inch, basically.
Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That still gives me enough. Oh, wait, no. It's, 4 yards. So that would be 24. I'd be back just a couple of spaces.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'm going to start making my way back toward the group, just shouting and gesturing in this direction.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay, so carrying on, let's see here. This one should now be visible. Boop. All right, the fellow who had the crossbow clearly was also ready, it seems, and they are going to take a shot at you with their crossbow from the sort of foliage line. In fact, they're going to spend their movement kind of rushing up beside their allies and then raising up the crossbow and taking a shot. Now, this is going to suffer a penalty to strike at you, simply because you are hidden and in under a fair amount of cover here. So, give me just one moment as I get all this going. And let's see what happens. Here we go. Going to take a shot is going to take a minus 20 penalty on this shot, just because you are in this sort of tree cover and you're having a bolt coming straight towards you. Whoop. Oh! However, it will still strike you on your. Oh yes, go ahead.
I do have a shield.
Okay.
Yeah, I can roll to deflect with if I have a shield.
That is correct. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You want me to target him, or?
You can just roll, and then we can do the opposed test here.
Okie dokie. Just a regular challenging roll. Let's go.
Ooh,
that's pretty bad.
That's a 94.
That is real bad. But however, the bolt will strike you in the left arm as you're running, this kind of precise bolt flying towards you. And I believe, let us see here, this bolt slams into your side with a bonus of effectively +2 here. So let's see, that's going to be an 8 total for the damage on you, and that's going into your left arm. So that is then going to be mitigated by your toughness bonus.
Yes,
and then any armor you have in the left arm.
Righty.
And that should be the shield arm, wouldn't it?
The left arm?
Yeah, unless you're left-handed.
No, I don't believe that. Or the shield, I think, just adds it to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So on the left arm, that's 6 armor total.
Okay. So you'll take the 8 damage. So you'll take 2 wounds from that. Grazing blood.
Ouch!
Oofers.
Blood has been drawn from the strike from the crossbow and out of the cover. All right, perfect. That is this mutant who is advanced up. Barin Stackwall, you are surprised you don't get to do. You hear the shout of your friend. That is your surprise round.
I hear the ancient training call of danger and urgency. We've trained for this for minutes.
Very good. All right. So that's that one. Arno, same thing. All right. We are now done with the surprises. Mecurion, you have heard your friend shouting, and in fact can see the vague outline of Zilyana rushing out from the woods. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm going to, seeing that danger has struck and understanding that my friend Zilyana is in dire straits, I'm going to just call out to everyone, in case you haven't noticed, the problem has multiplied. Please aid.
By how much?
A significant amount. I'll get back to you. And I am going to rush forward next to my compeer, hopefully still within the cover of this foliage.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that she is in danger, I am intending on being essentially her defensive backup. If someone rushes at her, I am here to make sure she is not here alone. With my rapier my foil having the fast trait, I can strike even if I end my turn here.
Yes. So you can basically take a free strike if someone comes in to harangle and or harass you.
Yeah, and she's actually next in initiative, right?
Yes.
All right, in which case I will actually be a little bit further back because I expect her to sort of retreat backwards.
Okay. That does bring us to, you, Zilyana.
Yeah, back to it.
Back at it again.
Guess who's back?
Yeah. Seeing Mecurion, I'm gonna give him a nice friendly punch on the shoulder. And then I'm going to I'm gonna retreat back a couple of steps, and kind of. They look like they're about to start chasing, right? Like
they
trying
seemed
to-
shocked when you last looked at them. Like you looked up, saw them, and it was like, oh, like they weren't expecting you to be there. What they're going to do now? I mean, one of them shot at you, so.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine Zilyana
You gotta
is
do
not
something about it?
exceptionally happy, but there are 5 of them and 2 elves, so not exactly a fight I want to pick right now.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm going to stand next to Mecurion, and I'm just going to raise my shield, start banging on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, like calling in sort of for support. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, you start banging loudly on the shield in an effort to gain some support here.
Also, Lena Mecurion, just get behind me, stupid.
I am behind you, idiot!
Don't want you getting hurt, Mo.
Wait, that man has a dog head. That man is a cone man.
I know, I don't know what it means. Is that a human thing?
I don't know. I have to. I'll ask them if the. I don't know.
Okay, excellent. As that goes on, the fellow that is further back performs a range test and reloads. Oh, in fact, no, fails to. Is attempting to spend their time reloading their crossbow. They're having some trouble with it, you can tell. But the other 4 have yet to go. Barin, Stackwall, you've heard the shield banging. You have heard your friends shouting. What are you doing?
I heard the magical word crossbow, and not the metagame.
I want that crossbow.
That crossbow's man. I obviously hear, and Barin hears all the yelling and screaming. He goes, Nugget, stay in the car. Cart, thing. And he will rush forward. And the issue, I think I can only run. In fact, I actually have to bring up, ye olde character sheet.
You can run 12 yards.
12
make it
yards?
6 squares.
Yeah, but Zoran, you can also do a sprint.
Yes.
Define to me sprinting, so chat can also know.
Sprinting is an action. Thurston, I believe it's your. It
requires an average plus 20 athletics check. You move your run movement plus your success levels. However, if you get a negative on your success levels, you actually move less.
Oh, I'm not doing that. My athletics is 24.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
fair.
We're just gonna move 12 guys. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
So I'll
Move your
basically
legs.
be up here, just.
Yeah, rushing into some cover there, absolutely. All right.
And that is the end of my go.
Okay, perfect. So the one that is tending to his friend has stopped tending to his wounded friend. The pointed head fellow. Oh gosh, what is this one? Excellent. The pointed head fellow seems to look up slightly, not necessarily shocked, just kind of interested in everything that's going on. There's a lot of stimuli happening here right now. This character doesn't exactly know what to do off the top, so they are going to make an intelligence test because they have the stupid trait. And do get to act normally. So Conehead here looks
he went to
up.
college.
Yeah.
Call him Conehead.
And just makes like a rush, a charge into the foliage. Let's see if this is even going to work for this fellow. That's actually not too bad, even with the terrain. It'll be enough. Yeah, gets up and sort of stands up from crouching and rushes towards you, Mecurion. You can take your attack on.
I would love
on this
nothing
fellow
more.
as they rush in.
All right then. Well, pleasure, fancy seeing you here. I don't have a one-liner. I just have a sword. All right, a 30 on the dot. That's a critical hit, and it's
And he attempts
Technically,
to
it's
yes.
It's 4 because of my
yes.
abilities.
He attempts to bat at you as well. I won't put in the penalty because technically you both have penalties for fighting in trees, but I'll just not do it on him, so it balances. He does have a point of advantage now, though, because he did charge, and we'll see what happens. Oh, shizzle. Wow.
I'll spend a fortune to add 1 to my success level.
Absolutely. Okay.
Nice.
So you win by 1. So what is your well, actually, you'll also get the crit. So you'll hit him in the right arm.
Yes.
With
So that's
10.
would be a deep cut.
A deep cut, bleeding condition, and stunned, which doesn't matter because your blade slices through this left arm, going into the shoulder, and a gout of blood comes out. It sprays Conehead in the face, who lets out a kind of mewling yelp, almost pathetic, before he stumbles down quite dead.
Oh. Anyone else, gentlemen?
You did it. You murdered a man.
Literally, everyone else now is going to murder you.
The Axeman seems to take umbrage to this and rushes forward as well.
That's just his opinion.
It is his opinion, and his opinion comes with, Oh, actually, my apologies. The Pinhead Man also must make an intelligence check. Give me one moment here. We'll see if this even happens. Oh, it does. So Pinhead comes rushing towards you, waving this immense axe and bringing it down as it gets close to you, with his 1 point of advantage for charging. Ooh, that is absolutely terrible. How would you like to defend Mecurion?
With my 1 point of advantage as well, and my oh my god, my god.
Right.
Mein Gott. All right, cool. So with my this shit going on, let's see what happened.
Oh, very good.
5 degrees of success for, I believe, 11 damage.
Well, you don't. This is just defending. You don't. Dude,
you're right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the crits on defense. I'm having a stroke. My apologies.
That's good. So you managed to fend him off, thus gaining another point of advantage as well. And this one is sort of locked in with you. All right. So that then brings us to the prone one, who spends their action getting up off of their wounded situation and sort of readying themselves to join into the fray at a later time. And then the one who's feasting on the corpse seems to rush towards you, Zilyana, through the brush. It appears that this mutant, because of its strange legs, has incredible speed, and so it's able to rush through the forest no problem, making its way towards you and attempting to strike at you with its weapon, and we will see how this goes. In this case, I am going to apply the difficult. So when you make your counter, just set the difficulty to -10, because basically there's trees and stuff in the way that are causing difficulty here. I'll get a 61 against you. Let us see. Can you defend against this?
We'll see. Let's go.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you manage to repel this off, thus gaining yourself a point of advantage as well.
You did it.
Yes.
As you are both sort of fending off these two horrific creatures. All right, good.
You're doing it.
Okay, that is all of that for those guys. Arno Fleischman, you are up. You've heard these sounds as well. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to do what any upstanding human would do in this situation and move 16 yards. Please
Rushing
this
forward
spot.
towards your friends. Okay, absolutely.
Tried to,
So,
yeah, there you
thank
go.
you. There you go. Awesome.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so you-
Good luck.
So you're rushing forward, Arno. Are you shouting anything as you're heading towards your friends?
Nope, Arno is being completely silent. He is going to attempt to reinforce quietly.
All right, Mecurion, you are now up.
Alrighty then. How heavy is this man's armor?
It looks like fairly strong, you would say.
Fairly strong. All right. I think in
it
this
looks
case,
heavy armor of some kind. Like it's kind of like tattered and like not it wouldn't be usable by someone else, for example. It seems fairly custom, but it's got plating all over it.
Ah, I see. And so it's different from the one this guy was wearing.
Yeah. Like they're all basically like using kind of haphazard equipment that they've pieced together, and these are very clearly people who don't have like a lot of goods except for maybe that fine crossbow in the back.
I could tell that they weren't very intelligent on the basis that they had the stupid rule. I will bravely make an attack with my dagger.
All right.
A more practical solution is in order. I am going to go on ahead, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
45, that is 2 degrees of success on the right leg.
This one will attempt to defend. We will see what happens here. It does not have that anymore, so... Oh, no, very terrible. So yes, you do 10 points of damage to the right leg. So you stab into this thing's right leg with your dagger, which causes a jet of blood to come out. Clearly, this one was wounded as well, and the wound that you have now dealt has been grievous, and you see him like look down in shock as your dagger has put itself in his thigh, and he kind of drops his axe to clutch it before collapsing down.
Yes.
Quite dead.
Nice.
I'm going to call out, next!
Okay.
Nice one.
Zilyana, you are up.
Yeah, following in my friend's stead, I'm going to ruin this guy's day. And I give him a whack with my hand weapon. -10 because of the trees, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's go. Ooh, not great. 73.
Okay. There's going to be the attempt at a counter again with the -10 for this one as well. Ooh. The mutant manages to knock your weapon back. Appears to have gained a point of advantage over you, and you will lose all of your advantage, Zilyana, as you failed that test. All right. So you feel the combat is somewhat turned against you as this mutant beats back your blow. Meanwhile, further out in the forest, the fellow by the horses has finished reloading the crossbow, and this time takes aim up at Mecurion. Let us see what happens here.
He wants to get rid of his advantage.
Oh no.
He does.
Not my advantage.
Yeah.
Boop. Okay. All right.
Anything I can do to defend from this ranged attack?
No, not
You got a
exactly.
shield,
Sorry,
buddy?
for some reason it had it reloading from last round. That shouldn't have been the case. He should be reloaded. It's just weird-ism there. But he will strike you with 3 degrees of success, so that will be 9 points of damage to your body, Mecurion, as a bolt slams home into you.
Ooh, quite nasty. I will be taking a good few bits of damage, as I am not especially well armored. But I'm still up.
Okay, and you lose all your advantage as it strikes you, and then like as he takes the shot, you hear this retreat.
No.
He shouts. Okay, so that's him. Barin Stackwell.
Where's the crossbow saying he dares fucking retreat? Is that the asshole right there running away with my crossbow?
Yes,
30 yards away.
His name is Nude.
I hope you have 5 other maps as I track this fucker down.
Mission objective: kill Newts.
Zoran charges this man into an ambush and dies.
Yeah.
Just fucking drag the fucking icon straight there. Medic.
Teleporting dwarf.
Absolutely.
Where are you? Okay, so I think because of half terrain, I can only get like. Here, I'll just go along.
Go along the outer edge, running along the road.
Yeah. I see,
Absolutely.
but I assume I could, because I'm running. That's all I can do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're doing that, yeah.
That's all I can do.
You're continuing to catch up. All right. That's that. All right. That poor man is dead. So that poor man is dead. The one with the axe who has now stood up is is having a difficult time, unsure what to do, and kind of just moves up there, like ready there with their weapon readied. That's that one. The one with you, Zilyana, spends their point of advantage to disengage, basically like rushing back to beside their leader with the crossbow. Arno, you are up.
So, question: how much does the forest impede me?
So basically, when you go through a square forest, it counts as 2. So it like doubles the amount.
Damn, so I can't get anyone.
Unless you want to try that athletics test.
Not great.
Ew,
Being honest with you, because my athletics is also a 26.
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's nothing much to be gained from this. I'm going to look. I'm going to look southward, if at all possible, to see if there's anyone moving up on us.
Okay. You can give me a perception. Yeah, you can give me a perception check. Plus 20.
Plus 20. I will give you an 8.
So you don't see anything to the south. What you do hear is something off further to the east, past this downed coachman corpse here. You think you're hearing like hooves, like approaching horses.
Okay, so I look eastward to see these supposed horses. Are they around a bend, or are they just down the road?
Probably around a bend. You can't see them down the road, but you're definitely starting to hear this approaching sound of horses far off in the distance.
All right. Well, there's not much to be gained from that at the moment, and I can't chase anyone, so...
Are you going to move up just to support your friends, or...?
Yeah, I'll move up in case something comes up and tries to do an outnumbering. I'll move right there.
Absolutely. So yeah, you rush up, and you get a sense of what's going on. You see the 2 sort of mutant corpses at the feet of your allies. You see the one sort of dog beastman who's pulled back, and then the further one with the strange legs, and then the fellow with the crossbow.
Beastman!
Yeah. Mecurion, here go.
You bloody morons! Do you have any idea how expensive this tunic was? I'm deliberating how I would like to go about seeking my revenge. These gentlemen all look wounded, is that correct?
Basically, the 2 that you just killed, and the one straight to the north of you, and the other one, basically the one with the crossbow looks fairly unwounded, but the other 2 have all got like some severe cuts and bruising on them.
All right, I'm going to look at Zilyana. Do you want to make it a rout? I'm feeling a rout.
I think that's the best course of action. Let's go. Be careful, please.
Excellent. Good day.
There he goes.
Okay.
I will charge.
That will not be a charge, because it's not more than your move. It has to be your movement or more, so you will advance into them. Yes.
I will power walk then.
You will stride very well.
Good day.
It snarls with its bestial face at you and raises its weapon to attempt to defy you.
Oh, and it does.
Oh, and it crits you.
Oh my god, does it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oopsie, didn't mean to do that.
Oh, no, you're good. In fact, Earndil is now responsible for, like, jarring your left arm.
Yeah.
Ha!
So I'm going to ask you a very important question here. What arm is your foil in? Are you right or left-handed?
I am right-handed.
Okay. Chat, Remember this. But you will take 1 wound from that. It does basically the crit effect happens, and then you take whatever the wound is. So you just take 1 wound.
Yeah,
that's not mitigated at all. And yeah, it's just like you feel this like backhand of the weapon it's using hit you in the underside of your arm, and you feel your bones sort of reverberate from that. And then this fellow gains point of advantage. Cool.
I hope he enjoys it.
He probably will. All right, Zilyana.
Disengage and run away.
Oh, Mecurion, not your bones!
My bones, Zilyana, my bones!
It's bones.
Got me in the bones.
All right, let's see. That's 4, 8, 12. So if I'm sprinting through the woods, can I get a turn on this guy?
Okay, so like it's basically about like momentum, right?
Yeah.
So now, oddly enough, charging like it's weird and like in this case you're not going to because you're having to rush like straight towards him.
Yeah, understandable. Have a nice day.
You will get outnumbering bonus though.
Correct.
All right. Seeing my poor friend Mecurion get his bones scrambled, I'm just going to run up and I'm going to bash this guy.
Okay. Absolutely.
Outnumbering gives me plus 20.
Plus 20. That's
Excellent.
Correct. I say, quickly re-pulling up the combat rules to be like, remind myself. Here, I'm going to share this to all of you.
That's a 28.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, so you are outnumbering, and you included the plus 20 in that, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this one's going to try to defend. It has its point of advantage, so we'll see. Can little Mikhail the Beastman hold out?
He's got a name?
No.
Yeah, of course they do. Oh no. You do not suffer a fumble on the defenses, though. So there's that bonus. All right, so 14 damage to the right arm. You come out and lop off this thing's right arm. It just flops to the ground. It stares, its bestial face moving to the stump, back to you, back to the stump, and then falls down, quite deadened.
All right. I'm going to point my sword at the running ones, bang on my shield. Where do you think you're going?
Okay.
Away, according to Knud.
Yeah. Knud is having some difficulty here and will start to move away to the utter extreme of the map here, but also then spends an action to try to reload. So I've actually got this right now. I see how the reloads work in this. Hooray. And does manage to reload his crossbow as he is pulled back.
He reloads it impressively.
Impressively reloads the crossbow. Looking over at the elven murderers and desperately trying to have at least some kind of weapon that he can utilize. Barin, you can hear far off in the distance the clattering of a loading crossbow.
Red eyes glaring through the forest, target locked. Talking to.
Okay, that's
moving up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
that's
attack.
different
You can
terrain
hit
on it.
You could try to hit this guy.
I'm spending my next
I'd be
action
shooting
just
through a
chuck
forest
Barin.
and all that other shit. with no
It's only
advantage.
minus 20. It's only minus 20.
I mean, even if
Might as well.
Yeah, like you don't really lose anything except for a pellet.
Well, if I'm going to be allowed to, sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Whack it.
Yeah, do it. See what happens.
You're in red eye mode. You're
All right,
coming
what?
with the sling swinging.
Actually, I think you get a 20 for being close. Yeah, short range. What am I minus what?
You're minus 20 for just throwing it through the woods.
So just a normal roll then.
Yeah.
Huh? That's a 99. Good. Thank you for all the faith, everyone. I'm so happy
You
that
can
we're all
always
here
spend
together.
a fortune point to retry it.
And all this stuff. It's really cool. No, I'll just take the failure. It's fine. I fumbled.
And
I mean, honestly, that's probably the best failure you could have gotten.
yeah, I was waiting for
Funny.
you brain yourself in the head, and then Zoran turns to all of us. I'm so glad you made me make that attack roll, you fucker.
Yeah.
No.
Instead, you loose the rock in your red rage mode, but like realize you don't have a good grip on the sling, so your next action suffers a penalty of minus.
If only the bastard died and dropped a crossbow to me to use instead of this fucking sling.
We're working on it. It's all right.
Wow. Okay, this one here, the one with the legs, like has looked back to Nudu, is like shout retreat, but then sees Zilyana just utterly take down this poor fellow and shouts out, thus giving you the name Mikhail, and like rushes towards you, Zilyana, in an effort to try to take you down.
Oh, that was your friend? I'm sorry. That has to be done.
So yeah, this one comes at you with weapons raking in an attempt to strike at you. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay.
Roll.
15, so 3 degrees of success. How are you defending, Zilyana? Oh my.
Damn. All right.
How can you possibly defend against such a good roll?
He comes with his like cloven feet rushing.
Oh, wait, do I have a point of advantage from getting rid of that guy?
You should, yes. You
okay.
should have a point of advantage.
I should have a point of advantage. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try my bestest with mine shield.
The goat legs, man. Just a regular. Yeah.
Almost.
You won. Bang! Yeah. So there's the clang on the shield. You'll get another point of advantage for that. There is sort of the shock. This mutant clearly thought he was going to be able to get the slip on you and to get close, but alack and alas, no luck. Arno, you are now up.
From behind, all three of you hear belted out, "Mutant scum!"
Oh yeah. And then you rush this one, absolutely.
He's running up and he's going to attempt to bash him with the spike truncheon. He's not able to charge because forest.
Yeah, Goat Legs turns to see you like Terminator power walking through the forest with the truncheon. Remember, you'll get a +20, but you'll actually be at +20 minus 10 because of the difficult terrain.
So basically, I'll just give myself 1 point of advantage and call that.
Yeah, and then just take it off. Yeah. Because there's
not 10 advantage, 1.
10 advantage, my god.
Oh, close this thing again. Hold on.
You're good.
Bloody thing.
A bloody character sheet. Oh, and then you
targeted.
Come up. Yes. And then you come through the woods and strike with your truncheon.
He swings, and it's a marginal failure, 52.
Marginal, but we'll see how badly he does.
That's 100.
He rolls 100, which is a fumble, takes 13 points of damage to the body, which is absolutely more than enough to kill him. I want to see what the fumble is. Totally misjudged, leaving you out of position.
May I?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Keeping in tie with this supposed fumble, even though it's a defense, so fumbles don't count. I would like the idea that he wanted to dodge and thought he would dodge me by leaning forward, when all he does is lean forward and let me brain him.
Ding. Yeah, I just assumed that this mutant came out and was so focused on Zilyana, had no idea you were coming, and you just walk out of the woods, and yeah, he attempts to dodge, trying to find a way, and your truncheon just cracks the skull of this thing. The mutant goes down. Mecurion, you are now up. What would you like to do?
Let me pick up my foil. All right. I will have sweet revenge, knave! And I will charge this man.
Okay.
For that is above my walk speed.
Absolutely.
And within my run. Excellent. So him targeted. Ooh. Remember me, knave! Wait, you should. You just shot me. With a 41 with 3 degrees of success.
Okay. You come in, and he attempts with any attempt to dodge out of the way. Oh no, quite not. So you do 13 points of damage to his right arm, a slashing wound. This one appears like when you strike him, You can see up close this fellow has like thorned, almost like reptilian skin. So as you strike, you realize that your weapon isn't quite as effective because his skin is almost acting like armor.
Tarnation.
So yeah, you're gonna lose just a bit to that. But he takes a severe blow, staggers back, looking incredibly wounded from that.
Well, if you didn't like that, you're gonna hate the other one. And I'll pass the initiative to Zilyana.
Yeah.
Mecurion, where are you going? All right, I'm gonna charge.
I just said,
I set up that one-liner for you. It was gonna be really cool.
I had this like image of you skipping happily with the sword in like this fanciful murder charge.
They figured it out. They got it. It's all good.
I don't know why, but it reminded me of I can't remember the movie's name to save my life, but it's the one that goes chosen one, and there's just
I'm coming.
words.
Come out! I'm not the fist. I am not by the name.
All right, let's murder poor Nude here.
All
Kill
right.
Frederick Knudsen right now.
No,
not like this.
No,
But no, the new down the rabbit hole.
Send
All
him
right.
down the rabbit hole.
go.
No. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna charge up beside Mecurion and just slash this man.
So you get a point of advantage, and then you get another +20 because you are outnumbering. But you are -1 technically because of the woods that are around.
Okay, so we'll just subtract 1 success level because I'm.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so +20. Let's go.
Oh.
Okay. So that's gonna be 5 degrees of success.
This poor fellow, he attempts to dodge out of the way.
Will he dodge?
Will he dodge?
He will not dodge.
Oh, oh, buddy.
Once again, you rush through. He's like turning to deal with Mecurion, and you come through the woods and just bring your blade down, severing again his arm. His right arm comes flopping off, turns in a moment. Again, this spray of blood that hits the trees, looks wide-eyed at you before stumbling back and falling down quite dead.
I don't have a one-liner. Mecurion, give me a one-liner.
Excellent. I'll point at him. And don't do it again. And
There
I'll
we
sheathe my
go.
foil.
Yeah,
And we high five.
exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna lean down. I'm gonna pick up the crossbow. Barin, I think you'd like this.
Give it to me! Give it to me!
The small but vicious dog was Barin the whole time.
My God.
Yeah, I eagerly hand him the crossbow. I haven't got much use for one of these.
Okay.
Do I receive a perfectly intact crossbow?
You receive a perfectly intact crossbow.
I check the body for bolts.
Yay!
There are a grand total of drumroll, 13 bolts.
Whoa! Excellent.
Well, you can shoot your gun 13 times.
Can you
That's
add
one in
them
my
to my
chest.
character sheet?
What was that?
Could you add them to my character sheet, like just drag and drop?
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, I want to test
you should be able. Yeah, you should be able to do it off of his character sheet to mine.
That's what I just want to see, because that'd be friggin' cool is what that would be.
Yeah.
Oh hell
And what's
yeah,
this
there
one?
it is. Bam, bam. There's your bolts too.
Thank you very much.
Should be
Right.
down.
As this occurs, Mercurion's just going to take a step back as this because his chest is very hurt. Fortunately, it seems to mostly be a flesh wound, but
Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
yes, well, I'll be fine so
Don't
long as
pull it out.
I'm not going to pull it out. I'm just saying we should check these bodies and oh my God, Arno is dead.
Wait,
What?
Arno's right
And
there.
in fact, as you shout this, you realize, Arno, you are standing right by the. In fact, Mercurion's probably looking at you, Arno, saying Arno's dead, because the body at your feet is the one that looks like uncannily like Arnold Fleischman.
I put a hand on Arno's shoulder. I'm so sorry about your twin brother.
So real.
I don't have a twin brother.
Real quick, there is one other thing we have to do here. I require each of you to give me a challenging endurance or cool test. Your choice, whichever you prefer.
What was the first one you kind of glitched out?
Endurance or cool?
Okay.
I can be cool. No, I can't.
My cool is much higher. Let's go. Is it challenging or average?
Challenging.
This will be challenging.
Nice
Yep.
100, Mecurion.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Zilyana is fine.
Cool.
Okay. So in this case, you have now encountered the corruption that is the mutant kind, and seeing them has left a mark on all, except of course Zilyana, who is a perfect butterfly who is not fazed by anything. But the rest of you, Arno, Mecurion, and Barin, you each gain 1 point of corruption.
Good. I'm very powerful now.
That was a little spooky.
Finally.
I had fun though. Did you have fun?
I did not have fun. I am shot in the chest.
Oh right. We should do
But the
something
parts
about
that weren't
Come
me
here.
being shot. But first we must secure the scene.
Come here.
Right, we need to see if they have any money.
You are now hearing, all of you are hearing the sounds of horses. They are perhaps like minutes away.
I will, Baron will look at Arnold going, "Hell, you know what? Help me find the horses as they deal with the dead things."
These mutants make me sick. He's gonna do that. He's gonna help out with the horses.
After we get the horses, we can burn their corpses later. Goodbye, elves. We'll go find the horses that were lost.
And I go to the, I assume I hear them and I start going to the direction of.
Yeah. So the horses, like your horses, I should say, because the two horses that are beside you are the horses that belong to whatever coach you were stumbled upon in this clearing. Barin, you can quickly come over to here where you find both of your horses sort of in this portion of the forest just grazing.
Kind of come up doing some Crocodile Dundee with two fingers out, doing a wave, going, "All right, time to go back to the cart." And I assume they're calm and they don't, hate me or anything.
Would you like to give me a charm animal at +20?
Absolutely, because I have a 65 in that.
Damn.
Get it.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
exactly
Nice.
a 50 out of 85.
Yeah, both the horses look up, kind of then of course probably eye level looking down a little bit at you. They just sort of like nod as you come and bring them back to the coach.
Yeah, I start bringing it back to the coach, and I'm gonna yell it like,
Okay.
"I got the horses! I'll bring it back to the cart!
Thank you,
Yeah.
Baron.
No problem!"
We just gotta bring them back in one piece.
So
Anything wrong with them?
as Barin is doing all of this, Arno, Mecurion, and Zilyana. Arno, I'll start with you. What are you doing? Because like Barin's
Arno was
kind of gone
going
off. Oh,
Arno was
he is?
going with Barin.
Okay.
That was what he was doing.
Perfect. Yeah. So you grab them and then you come back to the coach as well, which is going to like as Barin is sort of like bringing the horses back, giving them pats. Nugget like hops off the coach, gives like a shake of his head, kind of lets out a excited yelp. Barin, you can hear from inside the bodyguard of Lady von Strudeldorf. She peers her head out, looking, and kind of with a gruff accent, just says, "Is everything all right now?"
Hi, I'm Baron, and I hope you haven't mistreated my dog while we were away. And yeah, we slaughtered them all.
And she just like nods and goes back in. Okay, cool. Arno, we'll come back to you in just a sec then. Let's Mecurion and Zilyana, you're sort of still in the clearing with all of these bodies and whatnot.
All right, now don't do anything until I'm sitting down. We need to take stock of these things, and I'd rather not do it with a giant gaping hole in my chest.
Right. I saw one of them was bandaging his friend. I'm gonna look and see if he still has like bandages left on him.
The bandages look like they were being made from like torn cloth, and in fact you can see like one of the bodies here had clothing ripped off of it. Looked like it basically was making it appears to be like an initiate of Sigmar, based on the robes, that some of the robes of the Sigmarite initiate were ripped up and used.
Any of them look particularly clean, or?
Oh yeah, you could still get some that would work. Are you looking? What kind of test are you looking to make here?
Oh, I'm just trying to make a heal test on Mecurion to pull that bolt out of his chest and get it wrapped up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you're probably looking then just to heal wounds, which is equal to your intelligence bonus plus your success levels. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. So just a normal heal test.
Yeah, it's just challenging here.
Okie dokie. All right, targeting Mecurion.
Well, that sounds like maybe you should use a fortune to re-roll.
Very
no. I will. Let me just explain the next paragraph. A failed healing test can potentially cause wounds. On an astounding failure, your patient will also contract a minor infection.
I'm gonna spend a fortune.
We are up to 1, 2, 3 100s in the span of 1 hour.
Yes, very good. Of course, you may do the re-roll, as the kids say.
I was gonna fucking die. Oh, it's a 97!
Completely pointless.
So, like, all of you hear, like, Mecurion's, like, terrible scream as he takes 5 more wounds from Zilyana's attempt to heal him.
Now, Zilyana, you want to be very careful. But
I'm sorry.
You're not supposed to shove it in, Zilyana.
I'm sorry. I pull it out. Like,
No!
This is the elf version of Operation. Like,
Fix that!
I'm trying.
I'm really, really glad we went for 4 combat classes.
oh yeah, this is
Fantastic.
yeah. So you are feeling like just utterly terrible right now, Mecurion.
Oh, Mecurion, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know you are.
Arno, is there a medic nearby?
I'm just going to be stumbling with my chest, trying to hold pressure. I'm gonna be looking. What? Reach, grab them.
No. Hold
So
on,
as
Mecurion, calm down.
the elf team here is having this lovely moment, Arno, you've turned, leaving Barin to get the horses back. You have this moment where you're kind of thinking of what you'll do next, but at this point, the horsemen have now turned and come down the bend, and you can see that there are 5 of them total, 1 leading at the front and 4 behind. The one at the front, sort of dark-skinned man who has a fine set of armor and equipment that clearly denotes him as being a road warden of the Empire. He wields a halberd over his shoulder and has like a fine brown horse and makes his way towards all of you.
It looks awesome.
It looks very nice. GM,
yes.
I would like to quickly do something. While we're having Arno just like walk back to check out what the hell the elves are doing, I'm just gonna have him like walk kind of up next to this corpse and wait as they're rounding the bend.
Okay, yeah. And you can see that like this fellow has the weapon over his shoulder, like riding with the other riding the horse, and then he takes his hand off the horse, sort of stows the weapon and like raises up his hand. Hello there.
Hello?
What's going on here?
Arno, having the truncheon in the other hand, he will raise his free hand to the road warden, and he will gesture to the dead body next to him of the other mutant that was savagely attacking the guy in front, correct?
Yeah.
We had an ambush. Mutants.
Sigma, damn those things. He sort of hops off and approaches towards you.
I waddled up next to Arnold. Hi, I'm Barin.
Okay, yeah. You can kind of like head over there. You can see that there is the sort of group of 4 that are now like stopping their horses. They're all like setting their horses down and getting off and taking a look. There are 4 of them that are just like settling by the further corpse. The one that is sort of approaching towards you, Arno and Barin. Greetings, friends. My name's Magnus Flaster, Sergeant of the Road Wardens.
Arnold Floshman, interrogator for the Church of Sigmar.
Hi, I'm Barin.
He's Barin.
Yes, I'm Barin.
So you were attacked by this thing, and he like points with his weapon down at this awful creature, the remains of which, like I believe it was the leg that was torn off by Zilyana, still in the ground.
Well, not just that. Over yon clearing that way, we had a little bit of more people coming out to ambush us. Got 2 companions over there. They're trying to fix each other up, but they're a little wounded right now. Rest of the mutants, very dead. Very dead. And Arnold will, on the second one, use the heel of his boot to stomp on the skull of this one.
Yeah, there's like a squelching sound. And Barin, remember, this is a person you knew. As he like puts his boot on the skull of this thing.
I didn't like him anyway.
Well, all right. What was happening in the clearing there? And like Magnus sort of like waves his hands. This way, come on.
Arnold will come along after.
Comes into the woods. Has his men sort of approach. Like they're now looking over the corpses here. And
hey, Mecurion! You don't look so good.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Hi, Barin.
Hi, Mecurion. I'm Barin.
I know you are Barin. You tiny little man.
I assume your skin is like white at this point.
I'm like really terribly trying to staunch the bleeding.
You're just like grabbing leaves and shoving them in.
Road Warden, do you happen to have any medicine on you? A bandage or something? We are not well suited for treating such wounds.
Well,
I apologize. I am not a skilled physician. My sister, she is, but good God's luck finding her. That's why I'm out here myself. And like you can hear chuckles from the other 4 who are like sort of looking over some of the corpses. A few of them are moving around now. One of them, sort of a fellow with, I guess, fellow with sort of like fine mutton chops has come and is using a like lantern to sort of light some of the darker parts of the forested area just to get a better look of things. Looks down at the body by your feet, Arno, and then looks up at you and down at the body again, and just like keeps doing that a little bit.
Precisely my confusion too. We're trying to work out exactly what happened here.
He doesn't have a twin brother.
I was about to say, is that your twin? Because bad luck, mate.
No, first time I'm saying this. Can I pick up the dead guy's hat and see what it looks like?
Yeah. And of course, like for verisimilitude's sake, as you pick up the hat, the like lantern like shifts into our camera view, so we don't actually see the above head of this person because Arno's face is eternally a mystery.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah. So you pick up the hat. It appears to be like a different style of hat. In fact, as you investigate this this individual, you can see that like probably some sort of town dweller, maybe an artisan, based off of the equipment on it. What you see, though, is coming out of the jacket pocket is a blood-stained piece of parchment that you notice as you turn it over, Arno.
That's nice. All right, we'll take the parchment after inspecting the hat and finding it to be of inferior quality to his hat.
Absolutely.
Putting it back on the hatless man.
Okay. Yeah. So I am going to show this, and hopefully it works.
Got it.
Cool. So you see a finely decorated bloody note, which reads as follows: Messrs. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, civil lawyers, commissioners for oaths, etc. Gartenweg, Bogenhofen. Dear Herr Lieberung, after many lengthy researches, we have come to believe that you are the only living relative of one Baronet Lieberung, late of the town of Ubersreich. This being the case, and any other heretofore unknown and pertinent factors notwithstanding, I am herewith charged to inform you that you are the sole beneficiary of the late Baronet's last will and testament, herein referred to as the party of the first part, as well as to the entail of his titles, all lands and estates attached thereunto. I, the undersigned, acting in my capacity as legal executor of the aforementioned document of the party of the first part, do therefore urge you to make your way with all convenient speed to my offices at the address superscribed to this letter. Thereupon, and upon your production of a signed and twofold witnessed affidavit confirming your identity as Castor Aloysius Lieberung, we shall be pleased to place into your hands the title deeds to Lieberung Manor and all attached lands and estates, and the bequeathed sum of 20,000 golden crowns imperial. I remain your most humble and respectful servant, Dietrich Barl, KC LLB Alt. Signed this 20th day of Nachenhexen in the 2512th year of the Empire.
Well, suppose he has no remaining relatives now. He's going to roll up the piece of parchment and stow it in a pocket.
Okay.
Were we all looking at it while he was reading?
I mean, like, Barin, if you were nosy as fuck, because I assume you're just, like, there reading.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
I'm
know
just
if
curious.
Is it one of those cases of Arno starts reading it, Barin walks up, Arno intentionally lowers the paper so Barin can read it?
That's up to him. That's up to him to
Yeah, no, that's what I'm wondering.
Arno would... only if it were pertinent after the first couple lines would he share it with Barin, and it is not pertinent, so he is not sharing it with Barin.
Okay, so yeah, you finish reading it. Yeah, you come over to look, but like clearly Arno reads it and then pockets it. Are you are you like looking over the body at all else, or is that just it? You're just taking a look.
I mean, he's going to like check to see if there's any other sort of items on him, not to loot him, but to like get an idea of who this man is beyond the name mentioned on the paper.
Yeah, the only other thing you see is in another coat pocket, a piece of crumpled paper that looks like it was crumpled during whatever scuffle took this man's life. On it reads, "We, the undersigned, do solemnly swear and affirm that the bearer of this document is Castor Aloysius Lieberung." And then there are some names listed, but you can tell that this would be the affidavit that was requested by the parties.
I will attach the affidavit to the rest of the paper in the pocket.
Absolutely. Okay, so while Arno is doing this, Barin, you were kind of attempting to read. You can see that at this point,
I don't see it,
okay.
So I just kind of go, oh, okay, and then
It's too short.
wait.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you going to be doing, Barin? Like you see that Arno's like reading this stuff. Some of the road wardens have started to like maneuver around.
That's actually a really damn good question. He's just waiting at this point. Well, no, I guess I'll get back to the car because there's nothing else for Barin to do here, and he'll start telling
Okay,
him
so
to
he's-
move the cart up or
Baron,
something. Make
why
sure
don't
his
you
dog's
tr-
okay.
Why don't
Yeah.
you try? Do we have a? Sorry, I don't actually live in the Empire, so I don't know how true this is. If you fucking fight a bunch of bandits, it's legal to take their shit, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Baron, it might behoove our journey if we were to perhaps relieve the unfortunate deceased mutants of whatever value. Take their shit, Baron.
Well, you didn't do that already.
I point at the giant hole in my chest. I poke through it.
And
Don't take anything.
Your finger in it.
Don't take anything that'll make you sick or a mutant.
Fine. Baron will go around and I'll basically start rummaging and putting all their stuff like in a pile. Like, here's the scrap of armor. Here's this. Here's that.
Okay, absolutely. All right, so there's what you're able to obtain from these individuals is a variety of like very basic style weapons. Most of them are barely like usable for you. What you find is a sword, an axe, and then obviously the crossbow, which
Nice,
we have
nice.
already discussed. So these are all like just hand weapons. So you find the equivalent of 4 hand weapons amongst all of the bodies. And then on Nude's body, along with the crossbow, you find 3 gold crowns.
Okay, Baron will pocket them.
Of course he will. Oh, sorry, my apologies. 2 gold crowns, 3 silver shillings, and 13 brass pennies. And then the crossbow and weapons, which you've already taken, and then a silver locket and a ring.
Awesome. If you can throw those into my inventory, we can sort them during the break.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you basically just start like quickly grabbing everything off of these buddies. Those are the most important things that you're able to come across. Everything else is kind of not particularly noteworthy, just sort of tattered rags. You do, however, I'm gonna regret this part. The downed coachman has some equipment as well, which you can claim, and the road wardens even give you a bit of berth, kind of like you keep what you kill. Actually, let's see here. Can all of you give me a +20 intuition test?
Of course.
Into it.
I will do this.
Into it.
Here I go. 32 intuition. I got a 1.
Just challenging you.
Yeah, just
1.
challenging, yeah.
Oh,
I
you're just targeting
roll
me.
a
Mercury.
21.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought you
67.
said +20, so it's actually just 3 degrees of success.
Okay. Any of you who have at least 1 degree of success can immediately tell that all of the road wardens, except for Sergeant Flaster, are very much like, damn, we could have swindled these people and like bribed them, but like Sergeant Flaster is clearly a good man, and they aren't going to try any kind of underhanded or corrupt shit with him around here. So like when you guys go to like take this equipment, they're clearly like, oh, we could have had all of that stuff, but like Flaster's above board and keeping them in line, and they won't fuck around while he's here. Okay, you also find the coachman's body has a mail shirt and a blunderbuss.
Well, guess what I just found? I was gonna take that blunderbuss. I looked for ammo.
There's no ammo with it, however.
That's fine. I got the
a
gun
tool for
the
later.
stove gun, and I also take I guess I undress him from the chain shirt, and I kind of
he's got it.
and I look at it, and I look over at Arnold, and I go, yeah, this would be good for him. And I still stow it all in. I'll distribute it once we're going.
Okay. So here, I'll pass you
just-
that equipment.
yeah, throw it all to me,
it's
and I can
just
give it to them
a
later.
Mail shirt and the blunderbuss. blunderbuss. Cool. Bang. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, and so you start like going through. As this is going on, like Sergeant Flaster's like taken. He comes up to each of you in turn, even though like obviously like you're Zilyana and like Mecurion, you're both like heavily wounded, but like you're not critically wounded in any major state right now. So like you're still like enough to take some questions. You're not like bleeding out or anything along those lines. You're just like running ragged to the end, bruised and like a little bit bloody. But despite that, Sergeant Flaster comes up and starts taking sworn affidavits from all of you just regarding what happened. He has a small little like notepad with some quill that he begins taking like statements from you regarding what happened. All right. So looks pretty clean here. Looks like mutants came. One of them was on the road, got your attention. You went to go looking for your horses, came upon all of this, and then you managed to overpower them. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed, it is.
Correct.
I'm passingly curious, actually. This coachman had the blunderbuss, and upon seeing that, I'm rather curious. Is this the same carriage that left the hostel that we were recently at?
No.
Okay.
This is a different one, and you can tell from your vivid memories of almost being run down. Well, looks like we'll have to get these all ready for the Doomsayers. Hopefully they'll be coming. Get all this. All right, all of you, get helping me. We gotta ride up these horses. We gotta ride up this carriage. We'll get everything good to go. All right. Sana, if you can deal with that horse, and like Sana like looks at the wounded horse that took the axe, and she kind of gives like a grim nod before she like has to put the horse out of its misery. And then like clearly they like get the carriage ready and the remaining horse that is with it, and sort of like, all right, well, this should at least be able to get us back. We can have one of the wardens ride it back to our next location here. All right.
Wait, is the other horse okay?
Yeah, so basically both of your horses are okay. Sorry, there should be 2 tokens by your carriage. Both of yours are fine. They just ran off and got spooked.
No, what I'm trying to clarify. Yeah.
The two that were with the other carriage, one of them got slashed by Axeman. They have to put that one down, but the other one is still alive, which is enough for them to sort of like get it up, get some of the crashed carriage, and you can tell that like Sergeant Flaster is starting to look at the the carriage that you've come across and realize this is just too broken. We're not gonna have a way. Well, not sure if any of you want a horse, but
yeah, Barin I was about to say, Barin will look at that horse and he will grab the horse and then bring it to Zilyana. Like, here you go.
Oh, hello, pretty. I'm gonna pet its little nose and. Right, yeah, I can help bring this back. Looking very excited.
Do you want to give me a +20 charm animal to establish your relationship with this horse?
Charm animal. Yeah. Let me charm that.
100. How many blows does Zilyana take?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Zilyana way. Here we go.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. Oh god. The horse like gives you just this deep like nod, but you can even tell like through its eyes like this horse has seen some shit.
Oh.
And so it's just very glad to have any kind of like handler.
You're a little traumatized, aren't you, buddy? Have you got a name?
It like neighs in response.
Nay, what a wonderful name.
What a pretty name.
There you go.
I just.
All right.
Could you please name it Nay?
Yeah, it'll be Nay the horse.
God damn it.
I'm going to pick up Mecurion and sit him in the saddle. You don't need to be walking right now.
If it rains again, well, fine, so long as I'm sitting down in the carriage.
Right. Well, the carriage is a little bit off, and I don't want you walking that far. You're bleeding.
I am Zilyana.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
All
I'm
right,
so
we're
sorry.
gonna.
Just rest. I pat his head.
Thank you. Yes, very good.
And with this, you sort of get back to the carriage. The two carriagemen or coachmen, Holtz being the sort of foremost, comes up and says, "Well, that's all settled, so we'll be ready to go." And Sergeant Flaster is there as well, having like taken all of your sworn statements. The sergeant goes on to explain that. Yes, well, I think we'll have to take what we can from this back to the nearest coaching inn. We're gonna head up to the Five Brothers Lodge. Hopefully, I can find my sister there. Anyways, we'll make the reports on all of this. You've done Sigmar's work this day, though. All of you seem to be quite fine and upstanding people. Just be careful on the rest of your trip.
Where's the plane?
Yeah, I mean, just between you and me, be careful. Altdorf's been strange this time of year.
Oh,
I can
strange
believe it.
how?
I had a cousin. She came back from Altdorf with black hair. Let me tell you, it was always blonde before that. She swears I'm lying. I'm not, but she has black hair now, and that's strange.
Right.
Bye, Hoeth.
We all have that face.
Well,
And-
let's just get
and-
moving then.
I
And
do
like he-
appreciate. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I do appreciate how incredibly forward you've been with us, Sergeant, and I wish to extend my gratitude. If I may, a question. How often are these mutant attacks, or common are they on these roads?
They're getting more and more common. All sorts of crazy rumors are starting to float about them too. Just more and more. That's why we try to do our best to patrol these roads.
Indeed.
But not enough of us, and not enough good ones. And like as he says good ones, you can clearly like see the leering faces of his four like road warden troops behind.
Didn't we get a, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, I feel like we're forgetting something. Didn't we find something out from the weird first goblin that we attacked?
The only that I do them. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was the only thing, which was Barin was kind of close-lipped that Barin had some relationship.
Right, it
with
was
this person.
it was that. I thought there was
Which is
something that we...
probably for the best, because mutant association. Not that he was a mutant when Baron knew him, but with that, Sergeant Flaster nods and sort of bids you good day.
It's always the silent ones that turn into mutants.
And with that, you have a horse, which I'm assuming Zilyana, you and Mecurion are going to be on the horse. Barin and Arno are sort of back on top of the coach again, along with Nugget, who like hops into Barin's lap and like sops with a bunch of like licks and shakes of his head.
Puppy kisses.
Enthusiastic woofing as Gunnar and Holtz they get the coach to continue on, and you start making your way down south, making good speed. Eventually, not up north. I don't know why that.
I'm saying, wait a minute.
We're
making
out.
your way to the
Okay, you lost me. There we go.
Inn of the Seven Spokes, which is where we will continue after our break.
Right,
time.
we'll be right back, everybody. We'll see you here in about 10-ish or so minutes.
Yeah, burb.
Yes.
Farewell.
We'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Barin, and there's no ad or anything, but I'm ZoranTheBear, and I want to ask you guys that if you enjoyed WarHams and you enjoy our show here, that please consider sharing us around. One of the best ways to help grow the show is to basically tell people we exist. Show your tabletop RPG friends, either be on Discord, maybe you have a favorite subreddit that you really might imagine that, hey, they probably would like WarHams. Or say, for example, you have like a Facebook group, or you like to show your Twitter followers and stuff like that, and you can use hashtag WarHams thing, they're going to tell us that you're sharing us. Like, one of the best ways that can help us do more shows, more episodes, bigger and better things is to tell people we exist. And it's people like you and the community that's only going to let us keep growing. And really, the only reason we exist is because of you guys. So please subscribe to us on YouTube at ZoranTheBear. So, follow us on Twitch at ZoranTheBear. And please follow our Twitter account at WarHams Show. To stay tuned. Of course, if anyone needs a direction on where to go, warhams.tv, our website, is an excellent place to send people if they're interested in us. Thank you guys so much for enjoying, and let's continue on with the show. All right, we're back.
Yes. After the meeting with the mutants on the road, our band of heroes defeated them, and we moved on with the coach heading down far south to the end of the day. In fact, as sun begins to set, well, actually, sun has set. We are now at the Inn of Seven Spokes. This is another coaching inn, similar to the one that the PCs had previously stayed at, the Coach and Horses. In fact, it has a very similar layout. These buildings are almost eerily identical in many places. As the coach comes in and Gunnar and Holst finish their takedown, you could see Lady von Strudeldorf has exited the coach and made her way directly into the establishment, as has Ernst and Philippe Descartes, who gives you all kind of a smile and even a thumbs up as he begins shuffling a new deck of cards and heads into a new inn.
I do not think we should gamble with him.
That man is going to die.
The Inn of Seven Spokes is crowded tonight. You can tell that there are probably dozens of people inside. It makes sense given the closer proximity to the capital city of Altdorf, which is really only about a day away from here.
Neat.
You've all managed to get out of the coach and have a chance to head into the inn. What are all of you looking to do right away?
Drink.
Yeah.
Arno is going to do what he always does and assess threat.
Okay.
He's going to basically get a scan of the people in the crowd. He's going to keep Barin close to him at all times, especially in a crowd, because he's short and can get lost and can get robbed, murdered, or robbed.
Tie a balloon to me.
He floats.
Float down here.
And he's just going to scan the crowds for any individuals of especially unsavory report.
Okay, what kind of skill would you like to give me for this?
How does an intuition sound?
That sounds great. Give me that at a +20.
Not good. 9.
Oh.
Yeah, not particular. There's so many people here. It's hard to get even a sense of what's going on. There's people moving. This is a lot more crowded than the previous locale you were at, the Coach and Horses.
Well,
this place is actually full of life and brimming. In fact, there's very little table space. The innkeeper, a kind of matronly woman with a crooked smile, missing several teeth, just like waves as you come in the door. Rooms are almost full, loves, she shouts.
Arno is going to, since he cannot pass an intuition test, Barin, you probably are going to have to make some kind of roll to get away from me.
Oh,
if you want to, at some point, because he's not letting you out of his sight.
Okay, I get Nugget from the cart. It'll probably a baby, and assume Nugget has gotten over his wine hangover since then.
Oh yeah, he's much more lively, kind of like letting out some yelps as he's looking around excitedly at all of the people.
Like,
but Nugget is trained
buddy.
enough to know not to run off without, guidance.
Yeah, I just stay close, and I basically start whiling in. I bundle some of the items that we've gained, and we've kind of discussed this off screen, just some side stuff. And I put it in a sack and put it on the side of the horse that we just got. And I also bring up the chain shirt and bring it up to Arnold. And here you go. I know it's not really the most delightful way to receive a new gift, but this is what I found off of one of them, and it might be useful. And I handed it to
And Arno, you can tell this did not come from the mutants. You in fact, were around there. You know that this came from the coachman.
Arnold will frown, but take it anyway. He is not one to take items off of dead innocents, because that is not what he wants to do, but it's like it's here now. Best to use it.
Absolutely. Okay, so that is going on. Mecurion and Zilyana, you have also come into this lovely establishment and see that it is the happeningest of places. What are you up to?
I'll be honest, Thurston.
Yes.
Mecurion is tired. He's wounded.
Yes.
His best friend almost killed him.
Yes.
He really should just go to bed. And so he's going to look for the most important people in the room so that he can start bragging about the journey that he just had.
I'm gonna go buy us some wine.
Is that a good idea when you're bleeding? I'm not an apothecary, but I can't help but think that it might be... whatever, just go get it.
Alcohol's a disinfectant, I think.
But he said if you drink it.
It'll disinfect your
Depends.
insides.
Right, we'll have to test that assertion.
Do I have any money? I do have money.
You do have money? Okay.
For now.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, all right. Let's figure this out. So first of all, I think there is some wine purchasing happening. I love that we come to an inn. We all know what's going to happen. There's going to be some wine purchase. There's going to be some consume alcohol checks. It's a thing. It just happens.
This tavern's gonna be set on
we got
fire
a
by the end of
party.
this night.
Yeah, exactly. The matronly woman, like, who's sort of greeted you. I'm assuming Mecurion and Zilyana, you're going to come up to her, probably trying to get some rooms as well.
Yeah.
She hello, love. Looks like you're in need. We got enough rooms for both for you and those of your companions over there. The dwarf and the man there. We'd be needing if you want private rooms each. We'd be looking at 20 silver shillings for the night.
20?
Yeah, 10 per room.
20?
Oh.
Now, if you're looking to stay in the common room, 10 pennies
Well,
per person. She
Is it-
smiles.
Is it 10 pennies for a private room?
No,
For each, okay, so 10,
10 silver shillings
for
a
each
private room.
person.
No, for a room of 2. So 20 total to get all of you
Oh,
covered
okay.
in private rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if you want to go into the shared common room, it's 10 pennies per person.
10
well, if
pennies
it's
it is.
20, and we're doing 2 rooms, that would be 5 for each of us. I've got 13. I can help.
A Barin will look around, and 1 gold crown would basically cover it, right?
So
Or 2.
1 gold, so 1 gold crown is the equivalent of 20 silver shillings. So yeah, 1 gold crown would cover the rooms.
Okay, I look at everybody and I go, well, don't worry, I'll handle it. It was from what we found, and I'll take 1 gold crown and plop it down at her. Or actually, before any of that, I look at Mecurion, and I palm him basically 1 gold crown, and I look at him, kind of tugging him towards this lady, going, "Come on, do your magic. You know how to make this cheaper."
Yes, of course. I am, if anything, a channel for the wonders of commerce.
You have
And I
1
will-
gold crown in your inventory.
Yes. I will approach the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, my love. What exactly? How much should you charge for these rooms?
Well, like I just told your friend here, it's 10 silver shillings for a 2-person bedroom per night. Or you can go in the common room if you don't mind smelling the other people. That's 10 brass pennies a night. It is.
As tempting as that might be, I can't help but think that might not be necessary. We have, after all, just exchanged our blows with some rather, dare I say, perilous warriors. We're a little bit short on coin. Do you think that you might be able to make it, say, a 5 shilling exception for some weary travelers?
You want to give me a haggle test?
I would love to give you a haggle test. All right, let's do this. 10 on the dot.
Hey.
Is a success.
Okay.
Knud, he's back.
Canute is back.
He's him again. Oh, got another one. And he loads his crossbow.
1 sec. I'm more just using the stats of Gustav to represent this person.
Oh, no.
All right. So she's like, well, I can't quite go that low, you know. Well, are you planning on having any drink, love?
Oh, but of course.
All right, I'll make you a deal because it looks like you're doing a bit wrong here. How about I give you the 2 rooms for the 20 silver shillings, but I put in a fine bottle of wine with that too. And you would know, Mecurion, a bottle of wine would cost 10 silver shillings.
Oh, why, bless your heart, my dear. I can't appreciate and thank you enough. You truly are the very image.
Actually, sorry. My apologies. It's 10 pennies.
Oh.
Of kindness. You said 3 bottles of wine.
Well, I could do 2.
Oh, and 20 beds
Thank
and
you.
a car.
You are radiant. I can feel the power of Sigma in this inn.
She smiles, like, with, again, missing, like, several teeth. And, like, as you pass the coin over, she very clearly is using, like, that one tooth that you know is called Old Chomper to test them all, because she still doesn't trust any coins that come her way. Oh, very good, very good. Here are your 2 bottles of wine, and in fact, I like you so much here. Have this pint of ale, because I see your friend there probably likes it, and she points off to Barin.
Oh, you're so thoughtful. Again, your generosity astounds my elven heart. Thank you, madame. And
She continues, like smiling.
Baron will look at the lady and just go, and just kind of like, just cough and kind of angle over to Arnold. Listen, you also want to, if another beer comes away, I might buy some food. Listen.
Now, let's take your... If I have to talk to this lady for 1 more second, Baron, to cover for you, my head's going to sprout wings and fly about screaming.
I can take care of
Fine,
the rest of
fine.
it.
But that's your problem. It's not my problem. I think
Oh, no,
very
that's
much.
fine. That's fine. You're welcome.
Okay, very good. Okay.
You're welcome.
Excellent. All right, now I want to sit down. I don't want to be kicked out of another inn.
Look, like, just fucking go, you fucking whale chest.
You know what I will. You know what I will.
Shut it.
Fucking mouse.
All right, so before the War of Vengeance is played out in the middle of the inn.
Dwarf herself, yes.
I will. Thank you so much, madame. And with a giant fake smile, take my bottle of wine, pass a bottle of wine to Arno, and pass a keg of ale to Barin.
Oh, a keg.
Or not a keg, whatever. A
tankard.
thing. Listen, I don't live in medieval times dinner and tournament. I don't know.
Oh, and you hear these shouts from the other side, this like cheering, like "Rah!" As you can see a small gaggle has formed by some figure in the southwestern section of this inn.
Ooh, can I see who it is with my beautiful elven eyes?
You can see it. Like, you can see that there's like a crowd, probably of a dozen people that are sort of like shoulder to shoulder, like oh, and then you hear like clapping, and you hear this like thunk, 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 and like there's just a lot of cheering. You can't see exactly what they're looking at, though.
All right, with a perception check, could I?
Yeah, or you could go closer.
That would be even better.
Yeah. Okay. So Mecurion, you head off. Are any of the rest of you like joining Mecurion to see what all the hubbub is about here?
Yeah, I'm gonna join him. I'm gonna hover behind him, being the best bodyguard in existence. as evidenced by the hole in his chest.
Yeah, you need to bodyguard him right now because if he takes a wound, he will die.
Absolutely. So what you come across, you realize very quickly, Mecurion, why you couldn't see the target of the interest, because the person you see is a halfling who is like garbed in almost clown-like makeup, the sort of typical jester-ish appearance, playing on a lute, the sound of which has barely caught over the raucous laughter and celebration of the people here. But as she is playing on the lute, she will occasionally like nestle it with her playing hand, stopping the tune, and produce a small throwing dagger, which she tosses with ease onto a marked part of the wall here, which has a secondary section of wood. And you can see, in fact, she's making some kind of like smiley face out of throwing knives while playing on her lute. The figure looks like this. Again, halfling with sort of a gesterish appearance, some short but wavy kind of curled hair.
Clown.
Kill jester.
Kill jester. No,
Well,
we love
she's
clowns.
more
We do
accurate
love
than me.
clowns.
I'm gonna get replaced in this party.
What a charismatic little mite. Oh god, that was terrible.
Oh.
Well,
Why she got the jester's makeup on?
probably on the fact of her being a jester, Zilyana.
Are you making fun of me?
she's continuing she is
You little
continuing
shit.
her performance, and like people are tossing like some brass pennies, even a few silver shillings into a small like the loot box that has been opened. And anytime someone like passes a silver shilling, she does this like deep bow while still strumming on the lute one-handed and producing a knife and throwing it to add another dot into the smiley face she's forming.
Well, I want to see her finish it. I put a silver shilling in her hat and look very eagerly.
Yeah, and she like hops and like continues playing this lovely instrument and like mouths thank you as she bows, and as she bows her hand goes down to pull out another knife and tosses it into the kind of like right side of the smile on the smiling face, which is basically complete now.
Yay!
Zilyana, don't be so foolish. You need to ask me if I want to give you a silver shilling, and I'll hand her a silver shilling to hand to the Harlequin.
Wow.
I take the silver shilling and just...
It's just
What? I put it in the hat.
Oh, like yeah, and she twirls and proceeds this time to sort of aim one last of her throwing knives onto the target. She's very, very clearly like eyeing it while playing lute. Oh, and she nails it perfectly, adding a nose into the smiley face, and then everyone there's this like raucous cheering as everyone is extremely excited over this, and she bows and like finishes the lute, and she, thank you very much. I'll be around all night, and if any of you want to play cards, I'm your girl. And like as soon as she says that,
Barin
from like
sweats.
behind all of you, you hear this. Oh God!
Oh no! This man is going to have no money by the end of the night.
I don't know,
Millions
man.
of dollars.
I don't know. I don't know if this guy is a grifter or a grifty. And at this point, I'm too tired to ask.
Can I stop him?
Oh yeah, how are you still like you just see that like Philip Descartes wide-eyed and like staring at the halfling who's now
Barin
putting away her
twisted his soul, one hand coming out like a gate to stop him with his taker in hand. He goes, right, we did have a conversation. So why not you give me your money and I'll fight for you in the card game as your champion and try to win you that money back you lost.
But why would I do that? I am so skilled. This is my chance.
I look at him dead in his eyes and going, would you dare lie to someone who has a book of grudges?
What? I am not lying. Look, I just need to hit my stride.
How many did you win against me?
Well,
how many did you win against my friends?
Arnold was not with me, huh?
How many have you won compared to your losses? How poor are you? How many of your family wealth have you lost?
Bear, not that much. I'm doing quite reasonably.
How much do you have in your pocket?
You mean right now?
Yeah.
Let me check here. I have 40 silver shillings to my name.
You have 40 silver shillings, and
That's
you're trying
right.
to get all the way to Altdorf. And how much did you start before you got to here?
Well, a bit more.
A bit more. So, at a loss you're at.
All right, I have a suggestion, mon ami. What if you become my, how do you say, coach? I will pay you, but I will still play the game.
I would agree to this. Nugget, we found ourselves another client, and I take a drink of take the last drop, put it down on the counter, like, come on, Nugget, we got work to do. Alright, so here's the plan. And I basically explained to him how we're gonna help him cheat this shit. And we're gonna basically kind of stand behind her, and I'm just gonna like twirl my mustache if it seems like a good thing to go against or not.
Ben sir, are you suggesting that we should be cheating?
Oh, you don't see that word out loud. That's a bad taboo word, you see. And at the same time, I'm kind of like glancing at Arnold ever so often.
Arnold is leering down at you. He's watching. As long as you don't leave his side, he doesn't care what you do.
I assume it's like standing ominously like Dracula with like red eyes like glowing out from the hat brim down at Barin, who's gesticulating on how they're gonna cheat.
Arnold is not walking to follow him. As Barin moves, Arnold just hovers. His legs do not move.
Menacing.
He glides along following Barin to make sure he doesn't get us in trouble.
Yeah, okay. So what are the elves doing? Like Zilyana, you've just seen this halfling lady finish her performance. She is putting her things away. What are you doing?
Oh God. I'm gonna very excitedly lean down toward her, kind of sitting at the table next to her. So where'd you learn that trick? The knife thing.
Oh, a knife thing. I picked that up on the street. You know, I learned a lot of things in my younger days. I did.
Oh, on the street. That sounds. Do you have a story?
Well, I mean, everyone has a story. I have a story. I have a good story. I do. You see, I started off on the street, but that never sounded like. Wait a sec. I'm breaking the rules. You see, the first rule is, and you got to learn this too, my friend. If you're gonna tell a story, always charge for it.
Oh. Well, I look at Mecurion.
I'm raising the bottle. It's about to touch my lips. I'm like, I'm finally relaxed by the fire. Like, What?
Well, you told me that I should look at you if I needed money.
I told you.
No.
The wallet.
How much?
And then what? Do you just look back to
Hurry
her?
up, purse.
Like, is this the negotiation? Oh well, you know, I could do all right with a pint of spirits and some meal for tonight, which you would roughly estimate to be 3 silver shillings.
3 silver shillings, Jesus.
It's 10 fucking things for a bottle of wine, but then it's just a 5-course meal. God damn.
This is a halfling, so it's probably 2 or 3 meals.
This bitch needs to be content with 1 plate. All right.
Zilly just
you are not involved in this negotiation.
I don't care.
You are teaching the person who's about to swindle this lady.
This is out of character.
yeah, it's coming full circle. We're about to win this back. No, I'm going to I'm gonna tap my chin and how about a pint of ale between friends for a story?
Well, I'm not really an ale girl. I like my spirits. You know, keeps up my spirits.
Oh, bloody
She
hell.
smiles.
I take a giant swig of my wine, and then I hand the rest of it to her.
Give me a
Tell the
consume
first
alcohol check.
Yeah, I will.
Very good.
Drinking.
Drinking game is drinking.
Welcome to Drinking Simulator. 44 minus 1 degree success.
Nice.
Okay. So as you you basically suffer a -10 penalty on your weapon skill, ballistic skill, agility, dex, and int. After you've kind of started to get a bit tipsy from the swig back there.
Indeed, and I will pass the rest to her. I tell you what, madame, because you are ever so charming, why don't you take this bottle of wine, tell half the story, and at the halfway point, then you can purloin a dinner.
How about this? Because I'm a negotiator too, and I can see what you're trying to do, and I really appreciate it, sir. First of all, how
Actually,
about
I
you
can
do
tell
a
I'm
haggle
going to-
test first?
The moment she says that, I'm going to willfully and immediately fail, take the bottle of wine back, and say, you know what? I've actually decided I don't want to argue about this. Here are 3 silver shillings. I am not going to negotiate, even if it's better for me. I don't care. I want to drink, and I'm going to need it. I can see.
Based on that 76 you have in ranged throwing, I'm assuming your haggle skill will be quite high, Lady Halfling. Let's not have this fight.
I assure you, it is not a thing of numbers.
I've busted your chops. She chuckles though, and she sort of likely said, "Oh well, thank you so much for that. I'll go get myself a meal, some spirits, and you know what? How about a little piece of information for you? Because you look like shite, sir. How about you go talk to the doctor?" And she points to a woman who is sitting at a table in the far corner, who has there's some air of familiarity to her as she's sort of sitting in the dark corner of this inn, nursing a drink and picking over the final remains of her meal. She's got a medical cap on. She's got a symbol of Sigmar that is a brooch around a cloak, and she has several vials that are dangling on a bandolier. And the halfling lady who has yet to introduce herself sort of leans in. They call her the doctor, or Frowning Anita. Don't call her that. Call her the doctor.
The doctor.
Well,
All right.
you
Just
made a
the
round.
doctor. First name the.
No, don't.
Well, just doctor. That's all.
Mecurion, if you're gonna see the doctor, I'm gonna fiddle around in my my pouch for a second. I'm gonna pull out all 12 of my remaining silver shillings and I'm gonna hand it to him. Sorry.
No.
Take it.
Zilyana.
Take it,
No.
Mecurion.
I tell you what, I'll trade you, and I'll take the shillings, and then without her arguing, I'll just slap a gold coin in her hand, and then I'll fuck off. No, slipped well. And I'll head to the doctor's.
Yeah. So okay, so you're heading off. We cut back to Barin and Philip, and Barin as you're continuing to even say, "Oh no, she's sitting with your friend. Is this part of it?"
No. This was going to happen, right? You remember the arrangement we just agreed to, right? So basically, yes. I need a contingency. I need collateral. You see, you're paying for my services to help you get money. I'm going to,
right.
Even if you win or lose, you still owe me for my services, right?
Well, how about I just pay you right now? How about I give you 5 silver shillings, eh?
You see, I didn't swindle in the Alameda Tavern for 5 goddamn shillings, you know. Maybe 10 will do just fine because of your dire state. I'll give you a dwarven honorable discount.
I suppose that is all right. All right, I'll give you 10. Here you go.
Good. No, thank you. This guy is fucked. Alright, you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 on my character sheet. Alright, so here's the
Absolutely.
I will be just standing behind her, just give it a deal. And if I notice any of her cards, and I will be whispering to like away from her. It's like, basically, if I notice anything, then I'm going to. If it seems like a good play, I will stroke my right mustache. You can tell from my right to my left, right?
Right,
What is this sign? I hold up my right hand.
It's gauche.
Whatever. And my left one, I will stroke my left mustache if it's a bad play, and you should probably not engage any further. Got it? It's up to your fantastic skill.
Yes, I've got it.
Eddie.
Yeah, all right. Let us go. I will go and work my charms on this lovely this halfling lady.
Away with you! And basically, as he goes, I position myself, and I tell, and I bend over the nugget, like petting him, but also tell him, like, all right, boy, you remember the plan. If she ever tries to hide her card or do anything like that, you just be all sort of adorable and hop up on her lap or kind of bark at her and be all nice and cute, or even, scuffle on her feet or whatever, just to make sure she has to adjust so I can get a peek at her cards, right?
He gives you a little whine, like, then looks at the halfling, looks back at you, looks at the halfling like, are we really doing this?
Yes, we're doing this, fucking dog. Like, we've been doing this for years. This is how I feed you.
Swindler.
I just really want to get out of the hard life. Why can't
I want to
we
get
go
out of it
legit?
too, man, but we're stuck here in the middle of nowhere. We just got hit by mutants and you puked all over a noble lady. I need money.
Master Stackwall.
Yeah, you hear
That was
Master
out of character
Stackwall from the
conversation,
voice
by
behind.
the
Yes,
way.
absolutely. The dog doesn't talk, by the way, everyone. Arno, yes.
Do try not to get into too much trouble. I'm going to look around for a bit.
Hey,
If something goes wrong, shout.
Oh, I know how to do that.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I position myself.
Okay, yeah. And like,
let Zoran play his character.
yeah, and of course it's Zilyana and the halfling who now is like sat down, and the server has come with 3 plates worth of food just for the halfling, who begins like picking around and takes some like spirits and like smiles as she's like grabbing all of this food and reaches out a white tattered hand from all the makeup she has, and she looks at you, Zilyana. My name's Pandora Lost Pocket.
Pandora Lost Pocket. That's a fun name.
Yes, thank you. I chose it myself. I did. Well, actually, I did. My parents did, but everyone calls me P. That's my nickname because I'm small like a pea. You see?
Ah, P. I thought it was just because that's what your name started with.
And as this is going on, now like Philippe walks up like Chief Wiggum out of The Simpsons, like do. Hello, he says as he approaches. May I interrupt this fine conversation for a moment?
Oh, are you here to
Pandora
lose all your
turns.
money again?
What? Why would you say this?
Well, never mind. Keep going.
I was just about to take up this fine specimen of womanhood in the game of cards, yes? And Pandora's like quirks her head. Well, as you can see, I got a meal in front of me and I want to eat. No. In Bretonia, they say that eating and drinking while playing cards is the only true way to do it, eh? And like Lost Pocket's like, well, I suppose, and she looked like, Zilyana, would you mind?
Not too terribly. A dinner and a show, I suppose.
All right. come, take a seat, love. And like you hear like Philip, excellent. And he's like very clearly positioning the chair to be directly opposite of Barin, who's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I just look over at Barin, just like a long look, a little disappointed.
Barin gives her a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's like the happiest thumbs up. All right, so as this shit show is being set up, let's cut back to you, Mecurion. Mecurion, you have now walked up to the woman who is sitting and sort of like picking at her meal. She looks up as you approach.
Good evening. I've been told that you are the doctor.
She pauses, lets out a bit of a sigh, turns and looks up at you. Yes, that's me. Oh, God, you look terrible.
Yes, I had a bit of an altercation with some mutants on the road. I was hoping I could come to you perhaps for a evaluation and perhaps some medicinal work, for lack of a better term.
Right. Okay, well, you know, I could probably help you out. I did take an oath for this kind of stuff. All right, be 4 silver shillings for me to give you the once over.
Yeah, well, greatly appreciated. And I will dispense with this amount of money.
Good. All right, sit in that chair.
Right, this isn't going to be terribly painful.
Do you need to see my license?
That would be ideal, yes. I wasn't going to ask, because I didn't think about it, but then she mentioned it, and now I definitely am not going to consent unless I see this license.
Well, here you go. I mean, if you don't ask for a license from a practicing medicine, you're doing it wrong. So, here you go.
I will take that under advisement.
Things you should be learning. I was going back, in fact, to my alma mater there. It's the Collegium Theologica in Middenheim.
Yes. Have I heard of this place?
You've heard of Middenheim. You know it's a city that is to the north, kind of the city of the White Wolf. In fact, you know that the road you're on is the Middenheim-Altdorf Road. But beyond that, do you have any, like, appropriate lore skills or the like?
Nah. I got lore heraldry.
Yeah, nothing quite that you would know about this.
Yes, I've heard of Middenheim, but I hate to say I haven't heard of your establishment.
Well, it's a good one. I'm on my way up there, as I said. As long as I don't get stopped along the way by overprotective folks. All right, sit there.
Overprotective folks? I will, of course, sit. Are you perhaps on the run from some quarrelsome parents?
No, she chuckles. Not parents, no, siblings, they're even worse. All right. And she begins to like pull out some draughts and attempts to apply things. All right. She is going to try to heal you up. Let's see how this goes.
Excellent. Oh, Maria.
Yeah.
What's she roll?
She rolled a 10 versus a 68, so she got 5 degrees of success. Sorry, I didn't actually have the screen up because I'm madly pulling up the rules to see exactly how much that heals you for, because that is a good amount of healing there. So you will get back the success levels there, which is 5 success levels plus her intelligence bonus, so you'll get back 10 wounds as she begins to treat the damage you have taken, using healing poultices and other such things to restore the damage you have taken and to clean out the wound around the crossbow bolt you took from the mutants on the road.
Oh, well, they say you're quite accomplished at your craft. I feel almost right as rain.
Good. Well, as I said, if you can provide me the silver, we'll call it even. I'm glad to be of assistance here.
Of course. You know, if you're running away from your sibling, I believe that we had run into a... wouldn't have to be a road warden, would it?
Yeah, Magnus, my brother Magnus.
Ah, yes, we had run into Magnus briefly on the road. He happened upon us after we'd cleared out those mutants.
Oh, that's where that came from. I wasn't going to ask. Doctor's prerogative never to ask about these kind of things.
Oh, fair enough.
You ran into it. I assume he had to clean everything up there.
Yes, there was a rather dangerous sort of affair. It seemed as though some mutants had ambushed a carriage, and quite frankly, it was rather messy. They tried to do the same to ours. Unfortunately, we were able to fight them off, and I took a crossbow to the chest of my troubles. And then, unfortunately, we ran into difficulties with the first aid after the fact.
She uncharacteristically lets out this howling laugh. Oh, that's great. All right. Three silver shillings. You kept him off my case.
Very well, then. Absolutely. And I will hand her the 3 instead. Very kind of her.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
All right.
Word to the wise, before you go. Last we heard of him, he was on his way to the Five Brothers Lodge. If you're trying to avoid him, that's where not to be.
Very good. Well, hopefully I'll not catch him on the road then. Excellent. She kind of like claps her hands together and goes back to her meal with renewed vigor. Okay, so as that's going on, Arno, you said you were taking a break. What exactly are you up to, my friend?
Arno is now content enough that Baron's not going to get into trouble and everyone else is also not going to die imminently, namely Mecurion. He is going to... Well, he's going to not hunt for unsavory types, but find people who definitely look a bit more rustic, so to speak. If there are any in the bar.
Yeah, what kind of check are you wanting to give me on?
Well, see, the thing is, I don't know what quite you would want me to do other than maybe another intuition. Because I don't have really any other, or like
perception is another option. Whichever you're comfortable with. Yeah, so intuition then is fine.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
Challenging?
Plus 20.
Same as last time.
Yeah.
No, still a failure. 68.
That's a marginal failure is enough that you do find something. However, it's not like a marginal failure can still give you information. And in this case, you're not finding anyone in the bar. Instead of interest is outside, like as you kind of go to take just a breath of fresh air, you can see outside sort of like up against the gate is Ernst Heidelman, the quiet scholarly fellow who was in the coach and then also at the prior inn you were at, who is sort of lying up against the closed gate here, reading a book.
Okay. Arno is going to approach him in that case then, and he will approach him quietly because he's not going to get his attention or anything just yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So you see like Ernst's sort of like wiry appearance, sort of kind of bushy hair as he looks up at you as you approach. He's currently reading this tome that you've seen him holding on to for the entirety, the leeches and their curative properties. And he's kind of got a skull that's marked up, an anatomical device, and he looks up.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything.
Can I get a read on this guy at all? Like, what book is he reading?
Yeah. So as I said, the curative leeches and their curative properties is the name of the book.
Well, he's just a medicinal man. I don't really have anything to say to this fella, and I'm really not looking. You know, Arnold does not wish to strike up conversation with someone who's clearly busy, so he will instead look around for other individuals. Unless
okay. So at that point, you sort of head back in, and as you kind of turn around, you can tell he like head down back in his book, flipping through pages. All right. Oh, good.
Well, I mean, I guess that's my turn because I'm basically just twiddling away doing nothing here. So
no. So you head back into the inn, and at this point you can see it's picked up quite a bit. The the lady von Strudeldorf has departed. You can see that there are others now that are starting to pick up steam with the card game. There's a little bit of an interested group gathering around Philip and the halfling who you've yet to be introduced to, but is Pandora Lost Pocket. You kind of get the sense of this as you come back in.
Okay. Unfortunately, really, I don't have a whole lot to say. Arnold would not really have much of a vested interest in talking with assorted random people about things, and the halfling does not interest him overly much. He's really just here to watch out, and I guess he'll just get some food, I guess.
So he's just gonna like ominously eat in the corner. Absolutely.
Well, he'll eat normally, but sure.
I mean, Arno's always kind of ominous.
Yeah,
Look at that hat. Look at that hat. All right, absolutely. Okay, so we cut back to Barin, Zilyana, and Philip and Lost Pocket. Philip is like smiling and would you like to shuffle or can I? And like Lost Pocket, well, whatever works for you, I guess. Zilyana, what are you doing during this?
At this point, I think Zilyana is probably just watching with some kind of vague interest, just kind of occasionally sliding a glance over at Barin, like, how could you do this? This isn't honorable.
You see in
Wow.
the deep eyes and recesses of Barin, with his happy face as an intense stare of him making sure he's looking at the cards as best he can, that he just doesn't care.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
All right. Then how about some Scarlet Empress, eh? Yeah, it sounds fun. All right, I'll trust you to deal, sir. All right, let us begin. How much do you want to start off with? Shall we start with a reasonable 5 silver shillings per hand? And she's like, yeah, that sounds great. And now we get the lovely moment where the GM's going to roll dice against himself because apparently Chad is super damn invested in this right now.
I
Yeah.
mean, of course, I have to assist him in some way, right?
We're all very invested.
Absolutely, you can. We're going to start off though with the gambling from our dear friend, Lost Pocket, who is going to start us off as she begins.
That's a 59.
A 59 versus a 58, so 0 degrees of success and a marginal failure. This then brings us to Philip, who now is like smiling, nodding. Do you have gamble?
I do, but I was
Barin?
hoping with all of my arguments and stuff that I would use perception to try to help him out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check. Give me a just challenging perception check. If you succeed, the results. Oh, good. Yeah, actually, yes.
Yeah,
oh, now
can I
you're
use a
looking at your
gambling?
skills. Yeah.
I realize I have a helmet
You-
on that gives me minus 10 perception.
That's
You got
true. Oh shit! This isn't good. All right, give me a gambling test.
Thanks,
Sure,
man. I
challenging.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I rolled a 4.
So you're going to give him an extra success level as you're like quickly making man. He's like, all right.
31.
Yeah, he like destroys her in the first hand, just like bang, bang, bang. Ah, c'est bien, good. Looks
Secondly,
like
I
I've
kind of give him a nod, going, continue.
done well. Lost Book's like, well, guess I gotta get that back or two. How about well, I got enough. How about 10 silver shillings on this hand? I gotta make it back. It's my 10 silver shillings. That sounds more like my game. Let's do it, eh?
Barin sweats.
And with with that, she goes in again to do another hand of this. She gets an 85 with 3 degrees, 3 failures. Philip is like, he's looking. Is Barin still helping here?
Yeah, I'm helping him the entire
Give me
way.
another. Give me another gamble check.
Okay, let's see.
Another hand. Can you do it?
if I help him. I mean, now that I've kind of learned how she does her stuff and everything else, maybe I might, possibly get like a +10 or something, or like
I'll give you a +20, sure.
Or
sure.
maybe I've got like some advantage, just get a little +20 in there.
Yeah,
that is a 4.
God.
That is a fucking 4.
Once again, you assist him, giving him. I'll modify his success level bonuses to represent your awesomeness here.
And you got a
look at that!
A fucking 17.
17. And look, it appears I have won again. And like at this point, like Zilyana, you can see little sweat beads like forming on her clown-like face as Lostbach is like, oh no, this is I guess I can give you the rest of what I have. I've got some pennies here, and I've got to try to win it back.
I signal to him to cut it off. Barin,
Philip's like, hey, you have offered me a hand. Let us continue. And she's like, okay. She's like so desperate to win back what she's lost.
Barin will order Nugget to bite that dude's leg. And then leave as fast as he can after he bites it.
As this is going on, like Nugget's like very confused. Barin, I think in order to influence Nugget to attack someone, because Nugget is a pure soul, you're gonna have to give me a honestly, Nugget doesn't even really want to do this. Give me a charm animal at -10. Nugget is a good boy. Yeah.
Manipulating my fucking dog.
It's right.
Okay, that's a 91.
Nugget shakes, the ears flapping like, no, I can't hurt another soul.
Nugget.
Why would you ask me to do this?
Nugget, you murder rats for a living.
And as that is going on, Philip is like, all right, I will go one more hand just to give you the chance to win back. And Lostbach's like, okay.
I make it very clear to Felipe that Barin will say, don't continue. Like he's
he's continuing. Signal. He's in the zone. And she's like, oh, I did good. I did so good. And Philip's like, okay, that's very good, you see. And he's like going in now with his. He's just like, that was not as good as I would like it to be. So I'm actually going to use my built-in luck, and I'm going to, as they say, re-roll that.
Nice.
I rolled Barons. Whoops.
Yeah, you rolled mine.
I rolled Barons because I had Barons.
31 have been.
Well, a 31 would have been 4 degrees. So like she manages to get it back, and he's like, oh, look at that. That is very good. She's like, yeah, okay. Oh, I feel a bit better.
Barin has left.
Okay. Baron's walking away. Okay, but you could win. You could stand to win a lot more, my friend. She's like, what do you mean? I mean, I don't have that much coin left. You don't have coin, but I think that that loot of yours is probably worth a couple gold crowns. And I have a couple gold crowns on me, he says, pulling out some gold crowns. Why don't we make this interesting, my friend? Zilyana, what are you doing? Barin has walked away.
Baron's having a pep talk.
On the train wreck he has orchestrated.
Baron's having a pep talk with Nugget going, the fuck's wrong with you, man? We were a team and you let me down.
You asked me to bite a person.
Yeah, because that's what we do, Nugget. We need to do this to survive.
Can I tell that this halfling very clearly doesn't want to continue on with this?
Oh, she's like kind of got the gambling itch, and she's like, well, I could win a lot of money, and that money would be very good. And like you turn to see Philip, whose hands are sort of wide, he's smiling. For some reason, there's like a reflection, like a lens flare off his teeth, as he's like, hey, come on, one more hand.
I think I'm gonna go check in on my friends. You two have a good time. I pat their backs. I'm gonna get up, and I'm going to kind of stiffly walk over to Mecurion, leaning down to Barin on the way.
And like as you get up, she's like, well, I guess I could put my loot up. And she's like taking the box and putting it on the table.
Do I?
You go to
stumble upon the
Mecurion.
scene at this point.
You stand up and like literally like walk all of 3 feet, Zilyana, before you see Mecurion.
I am
you're bandaged up. That's good.
staring daggers into the back of Gambling Man. I am going to approach the table.
You walk right by Zilyana after she says that. Say nothing. Just go up to the
Yeah,
table.
I crack my knuckles.
Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna fire.
And like you just hear this, "Hello, mon ami, are you here to join us? We are having, as they say, the true value game here. 2 gold crowns. Come take your luck."
I wasn't aware that you had 2 gold crowns in your possession, good man.
Well, I am a man of many talents, you see.
Yes,
and he sort of like leans into you and like smiles devilishly. You see, I just need to get the chance to get in the zone.
Yes. You see, it's just so strange to me, as I'm going to start saying this very loudly, as I recognize you as someone of ill repute, someone who perhaps is rather either a compulsive gambler or pretends to be. Yes, I know you. You're that famed cheat from the Coach and Horses, aren't you? You're that muling little man who plays the fast game. I wonder if you actually did swindle her. I wonder if that's what occurred. Because quite frankly, we've known you to be kicked out of other establishments in the past for this. And I'm speaking loudly to try to draw the crowd and anyone listening to this man, as well as to attack his confidence.
We've decided to side with the jester.
Bold play here, Cotton.
I'm a bold man.
I mean, that's fair. Let's give me 1 sec here. What kind of check are you considering here?
Let's see. I'm trying to rally kind of the crowd and like manipulate them. Would you perhaps take leadership?
Like leadership is typically around like you're trying to make them believe something. In this case, I'm gonna say this is more of a charm in this particular, just because you're trying to get them to like believe a lie effectively here, which is what charm does in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, give me a challenging charm test.
All right, sure thing. Now, since I'm doing this to the general crowd, this is not an especially high status bar.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that the majority of people in here are brass or silver status?
The majority of people in here are brass status.
Okay, so I'll be adding 20 to it, as I am of gold status. Mm-hmm. So I'll functionally just have 2 things of advantage. All right. Let's roll. 22.
That'll do.
Degrees of success.
Yeah, like you're starting now at this. You hear from Philip. What are you saying? Are you trying to accuse me of something?
Aren't those the gold coins you swindled from me in the previous establishment?
But my honor, you dare to say this? I swindled no one. In fact, there are other witnesses who are in this establishment who can back my claim.
Barin has gone to his room.
Barin is now like
Barin's
we cut to
gone.
Barin with like Nuggets on the
Barin's
bed. Nuggets just
ski.
like nodding.
I'm
Like,
going to look at this man. Are you doubting the words of a scion from the houses of Ulthuan? Are you doubting the words of a man who has bled to keep these roads safe? I know many of your accomplices, even now, might balk to see you. They might be embarrassed to see you curdle about like an insect in the face of these accusations. Return what you have stolen and be gone before you seek embarrassing yourself or me any further.
Okay. Oh, okay, speaker. Okay. I need you to know that this isn't personal. I need to preface this by this isn't Like, this isn't at all personal.
Of course.
Okay. He pulls his pistol and shoots you.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah. I would like to read the if accused of cheating. Philip denies it hotly. He attempts to bluff his way out, and if it doesn't go well, he pulls out his pistol and fires.
Wait, would you say that initiative then is appropriate?
No. He's getting a surprise because you're having a long speech, and he just pulls out a pistol and shoots you. Which is how this game works. But we will see, because he's not necessarily super good at it. So 1 sec here. So
here I am trying to find threats in this establishment.
We found one.
You guys are making them.
also, I require you to give me a plus 20 cool test. Zilyana and Mecurion are the two I need these from.
I like to.
Cool test. All
Like to
right.
Yeah,
imagine
because
your,
oh, good.
that Mecurion shirt looks like just a giant red target.
Oh no. Let's see. Ooh, marginal failure.
Okay, so Zilyana, you gain the broken condition for a moment, because effectively what happens is he pulls out this gun and just Philip pulls out this pistol and fires it, and it has the black powder quality, which what that means is when you fire it, everyone in a certain range has to make a cool test to be broken, because holy shit, it's a gun. And he is attempting to fire it. He's probably not going to be that good at it, but let's find out. 1 sec. So many windows open here. So many NPCs. What the? Sorry, it's
Come on.
I believe too. It's just for some reason I'm clicking on the weapon and it's like, I can't let you do that, Dave. There we go.
Oh no! Please, Mecurion.
And yeah, here actually is gonna. Okay. Bang! Oh god, no! So he basically pulls out his pistol and there's like this bang because he rolls a 91 versus a 70. So he 2 degrees of failure. Everyone in the room is like pulling back except for Mecurion, who has just had this like pistol fired close range. Mecurion, you can act before Philip does.
Yes, I can.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to gut him like a Cornish game.
All right.
Hold on, wait. Are we in initiative?
Well, you're broken and surprised. So.
Ah, damn it!
This man just tried to murder me. No.
God, I knew we were gonna set this fucking tavern on fire.
Oh
I called it.
I like how you have eschewed responsibility.
I have.
Not you, Zoran, and also you.
I assume after I hear the bang,
Like Zoran's in the room and just hears the bang.
Yeah. I hear the bang. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I get the loaded crossbow. And go, just like run down.
Like Nugget hops off the bed following after you.
Come on, Nugget,
Okay, Mecurion, my good friend, what are you?
I believe that someone just tried to shoot me.
Yes.
Are you going to murder this man?
Yes. He just tried to shoot me. I am going to make an attack with my foil.
Could you do me a favor, Thursday? Could you bring up fuckwad's art on screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Just so we have him there.
Just so we all are reminded of it.
That's not him. That's a different guy.
No, that's
There
him.
we go. There we go. That's him. Yep.
So, would you say that I get a point of advantage on this?
No, I don't.
Fair
You're
enough.
doing evil. Cut it out.
I'm not doing evil.
Doing
Tried
evil.
to shoot. He literally did shoot first.
That's true. That's true.
After being relentlessly
He is attempting to dodge with his Bretonian agility.
Bretonian agility.
So he will actually win with a 0. So he will win that.
Indeed, he will.
gaining the point of advantage, which he will immediately spend. By the way, the crowd surprised. The agents, like Zilyana and such, also like broken and surprised because of gunshot. He will spend his point of advantage to immediately disengage and start like rushing up the stairs.
Oh, can it be my turn next?
Stop it! Quit it!
Please? Arnold isn't around to stop me.
No, but Earndil, the player, is sitting here like, yes, good. Barin, knowing instinctively to shoot someone, and he put up to trying to cheat to get cards.
So one sec, I have to let me review the initiative scores for a moment here. This will be important. Well, fuck. No, so Barin, you technically went before Philip, which was you getting out of the room. So you
that's fine.
Your turn has happened. You're like in the halls upstairs with your crossbow, and you would see just in like the moment of Philip running up the stairs and like turning to look at you, like smoking pistol in his hand, turning to you, and he just sees you at the end of the hall as you've got like your crossbow, not like fired, but like at the ready, and he's like, on me! And then we cut back to Mecurion. He has rushed the fuck off away from you. What would you like to do?
I'm quite faster.
Mecurion.
Betwixt Barin and I am now behind him.
So you're just immediately like rushing after him.
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely.
I've turned the crowd against him, and they just saw him shoot someone in an inn, or try to. I don't feel bad at all. This is his fault. I will walk up behind him. Okay. Well, my good friend, it seems as though we've gotten you surrounded. You'll be kind enough to, let's say, give up the ghost, won't you? And
so as you come up behind him, are you making an attack or anything? Or are you
I'm holding him at foil point.
Okay.
Choose your next action with exceptional care.
Didn't
Zilyana
already go with the foil?
No. That was because he went at the beginning of the round.
Oh, that's
then
right.
You went to get outside. Then so Zilyana technically goes next.
Shit. All right, well, clearly having seen that things have gone very south very quickly, Zilia is going to look very disappointed, but she knows what she must do. I'm going to run up the stairs after Mecurion and Descartes. I'm going to very gently move Mecurion out of the way. I'm going to ball up a fist, and I'm going to sock Descartes.
Oh, okay.
Just with my fist, I'm trying to subdue him.
Okay.
Would that just be very basic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty. He is outnumbered.
There we go.
Alright. Is it a plus 20 for outnumber?
I mean, you're behind him, so yeah, plus 20, because 2-1.
Nice. This has gone so bad,
This has gone so great. What are you
Hey, Thursday, do tell me when I can enter into combat and figure out what's happening.
No, you'll be at the end of this round because you would have been like in the surprise. So okay, he Descartes attempts to dodge. We'll see how that goes for him. Oh my god. No! So you like come up and like clock him in the right leg.
Oh yeah,
it's not really clocking, that's just kind of punching.
Yeah,
like punching. So let's learn. This is something I had to find out earlier. Unarmed attacks and where they show up, because it's in a weird place. It's actually in the melee weapons in the consumer's guide. An unarmed attack is just your strength bonus plus 0. So whatever your strength bonus is the damage plus your success levels.
Oh.
So
well, I didn't have success levels, so my strength.
so it's
bonus is
relative.
just
It's
4.
relative success levels though. So you technically have 3 over him. So for 7 points, and then he would reduce it by his toughness. But he is a Bretonian man, so his toughness is 2, and then he has no armor, so he takes 5 wounds from you, like coming up and smacking him in the back of the leg as he lets out. No! He turns. Pleadingly to Barin and like shouts out like at all of this, Barin, my friend, your companions, they are possessed by demons. Barin, here you go.
So I see a man with a smoking gun in his hand. Rush up and go, hey! And I go, oh, it's my friend. Hopefully there's nothing dangerous in the thing, and he probably ran up here for help. And then I see the danger that is an angry, chest-hold, fucking pissed-off elf rush up like some JoJo fucking shadowy, red-eyed monster. And then,
just menacing.
and then Arnold Schwarzenegger redhead elf slash this guy up. And I go
punching.
Oh, punching. Okay, and I go.
Yeah.
"Whoa."
I frogged his leg. I'm trying to just end this.
Barin sees him and goes, "Oh, you tried to shoot my friends. No one shoots my friends but me." And I will
Okay, so shoot
fire.
Mecurion.
Yeah, so please fuck this shot up and hit Mecurion.
So
you
I
have
am-
no idea how much I want you to miss this shot and clock Mecurion.
So we're gonna find out because
homicide?
Barin has a crossbow
Yes, you are committing a homicide.
that is loaded.
Jesus.
And technically they're in like melee, but it's in like a line, but it's because of the shooting into crowd mode, which is unfortunately
Yes.
a rule in this game. He has to aim
Unfortunately.
at him, so I think I get like if I remember the rule, I think it's like a -10 or something. I can't remember.
So you are
Help me
going
out
to
here.
get plus 20 because you're in a short range. So
Yes.
hooray.
Cool.
You are attacking you're not attacking and engage, blah. You are targeting into melee though.
Mhm.
So shooting into melee, they are you. So okay, here's the thing: you can take the -20. And if this is like if the -20 is what would cause you to fail, then you basically if you're within that 20 range, you hit your ally essentially.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Give me a second. Let me see if I got my thing working because it says I have ammo, and I do indeed have ammo.
Sorry, because you had to roll to reload it, but we assumedly you re-rolled it, you loaded it before. If you check on combat, there's a loaded checkbox that should be good now.
Oh, that's right.
That's basically
right. I'm
what you
sorry.
just
I
rolled
forgot
for.
to
So
actually-
yeah,
I forgot to load the damn
Nope,
thing. My
you're
bad.
good. You're good. So now you can just take the shot.
There we go. So it was +20 plus and what? I'm sorry.
Plus 20 minus 20, so it's going to be a challenging test.
0. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. 80. I'm going to spend a fortune to re-roll.
That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to
Get within that 20. You're going to roll within that 20 just so we can hit one of your companions.
It's a fortune point to re-roll. Here we go.
Oh
And
my
it's
gosh.
a 59, and I didn't get it.
Which means it's within the 20 range of the -20.
Because I assume this is happening very quickly, and Baron's just like,
absolutely. Absolutely. So
and
I'm
Mecurion
going
comes
to
up as soon as I
roll-
fire. Crossbow is midair.
chat, it says the GM gets to decide, but I am a noble GM who would never pick on a player. I would never ever pick a player. So I am going to randomly roll, saying 1 is Mecurion, 2 is Zilyana.
The coin.
No.
Flip the coin.
So
Uh-oh.
Mecurion gets smashed by this bolt, which is like, because of the success levels, it still is only like -1, so it is 8 damage to Mecurion's body as the bolt slams into you.
I hate that crossbow.
Anti-weapon.
Oh my god!
My dwarven might knew what was right.
All right. You know what? I have a fast attack. I get to choose out of initiative. I was holding it, right?
Yes.
But now I see there's only one option. We got him. I got his rear. He's between 3 of my friends. All right. How many bonuses
Plus
am I
40.
getting?
Plus 40.
Why
Excellent.
are we killing him?
Here's what I'm doing. I am going to make a few slashes. I'm going to hopefully do this in one quick movement. Okay. You'll allow me.
Okay.
I want to cut his belt, and I also want to cut his jacket, and I want to pants him and have his pockets and pants fall down.
Okay. So I am. I'll allow it, but we're going to treat that as a called shot.
Understandable.
Because reasons.
Hey, wait, am I in this next one now?
You'll be right out. Like this is a speaker acting out of initiative because of his weapon. Then it's going to be Philip. Then you're going to go Arno.
Just making sure here.
Yeah. So it's -20, so you'll be at a +20 total to do this bullshit attack of yours.
Understandable. Okay.
Yeah, understandable. Absolutely. Do it up.
Understandable. Absolutely. Let's go. Oh,
Let's
and
do it.
Of course. One thing wasn't out last time.
my
Okay.
God.
That's 6 degrees of success.
Okay. He is one sec here. He is going to try to dodge because
Go for it.
No. So only 3. So you're going to do. Yeah. You de-pants him.
All right. And I'm going to, as a free action, just kind of lean in and say, if at all possible, your jacket, your pockets, everything on the floor, and I don't ever want to see you here ever again.
He says with a crossbow bolt sticking out of his
He spends his action taking off his jacket. Arno, what would you like to do? Are you rushing up now too?
He would have first looked towards the site of the gunshot and then seen the 2 elves scrabbling after the guy we have been trying to get to stop gambling on shit.
Yeah.
He's going to investigate what's happening with that and why Mecurion has tried twice now to impale this man with a rapier and why Zilyana is punching him and why Mecurion has a new crossbow bolt basically in the same spot that the other one was.
So you rush up to see just all of this fluster clutter.
What the bloody hell are you two doing? What all are you doing?
So you come up.
You shoot that boat.
You come up to see Mecurion has the bolt coming out of him. Philip is pantsless and taking off his jacket.
What is this?
Barin has
Complicated.
hidden the crossbow behind his back.
Arno is going to take his hands and pull, because Zilyana and Mecurion are basically, I would assume they've fallen over on the stairs trying to get at this guy who is trying himself to
I'm on my feet.
Yeah, I'm also
they're on their feet. But...
Okay, good. Arno is going to reach up and grab both of them by the napes of their fucking collars and pull them closer. What the hell are you doing?
Well, he attacked my charge, so I tried to, end the fight, and Mecurion started seeing a little red.
Mecurion, it's your go in the combat round.
He is a grifter, a knave, an addict at best. He is swindling these fair people.
And you're trying to kill him with your sword?
Yes, I'm trying to kill him. As you've seen, I've done a mortal wound to his pants. And I'm going to break off from Arnold. My foil is still, of course, ready. I'm going to approach this man who has taken off his jacket. I'm going to search him for any additional pockets. Yeah. I just okay.
With the crossbow bolt still in your chest.
I am a noble of Safri. At this point, I am experienced.
Yeah, now we know where the high elves got all their fucking stuff from fucking patting down people. All right. What kind of skill check do you want for patting him down?
Perception.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please do it.
Not +0. If you even try, and you don't get advantage on this, fuck you.
Fair enough. All right. Let's go for it. It's my elf eyes see. 32, 3 successes.
Oh God. Yeah, your elf eyes managed to find that he has on him 2 sets of dice, some cards, and then like some bullets.
All right, taking the bullets, taking the cards, taking the dice.
He's not letting you take the bullets. He's like, no. Like, you can have my coins, but I will be taking the rest. Thank you very much.
Do you really believe that you're in a position to negotiate at the moment?
I'm going to assault you.
Okay, so that was Mecurion's action. Zilyana, what are you doing?
I'm just going to give Mecurion a look.
Mecurion, it's not worth it. He's not a problem anymore.
I'm going to lean down. I'm going to just lift this guy. Just like holding his hands behind his back, just pick him up.
Yeah, do you want to give me like, I'm guessing, let's see here. What's it, like athletics for that? Totally.
Sure, I will give you an athletics test. My athletics are not as good as I'd like them to be. How heavy is this man? Is this just challenging?
It'll be challenging, but it's going to be opposed. So.
I see. I'm just going to try and pick him up and just escort him out of the building.
Okay.
Ooh, 63.
I have a very distinct feeling we're all going to be escorted out of the building shortly.
He definitely like hops out of the way. No! Look, you have found me. You have shamed me. You may have my coins, but I will not be taken out in this way. And as he's saying this, the crowd has started to come up the stairs, and it's like, what the bleep is going on, Barin? You can tell that there's even some people from the rooms around you who are starting to open their doors. You can see von Strudeldorf's bodyguard is like looking out now.
I reload my crossbow.
Okay. Give me a ranged check. Remember, it's a ranged check to reload it.
Like ballistic skill, right? So.
Yeah, for you it'll be ballistic skill because you don't have crossbow. Yeah, you reload. It's basically your action is to reload it. So you're sitting in the hall reloading your crossbow.
I reload it and I take like, come on, boy, and I basically walk in like I'm basically about to pop him one at close range, and I basically go, all right, what happened? Because he has a gun, had a gunshot, someone shot Mecurion, and I'd like to know what happened. And I'm asking this to figure out, like, you know, what's going on, because it'll determine.
Well, you see, he accused me of cheating, and I have my honor as a man of Bretonia, so I had to defend my honor because he was lying and attempting to swindle me. So I simply shot a warning shot to keep him and his whatever he demon-infested elvishness off. And then I came up here, and you see, I did not shoot him. In fact, if anyone here shot him, it was you, because there was a crossbow bolt out of him, and clearly I am holding the pistol, but you are holding the crossbow.
Honky on that last part. Mecurion, someone shot you.
I know, it was so mysterious, Barin, but have no fear. I believe that our compere was just leaving.
Yes,
wait.
Wow! He kind of like
before he leaves, leaves, I want his gun.
Oh,
and his bullets.
That's not happening.
Rob people. This fucker trying to kill one of us. I want his shit.
During this, he's literally slinking away, like he's spending his action, like heading out.
I'm trying you and I have if you're gonna keep up this business.
Arno, you can go. Are you going to with you? Because Philip is basically like sneaking off down one of the adjacent hallways. Are you going to like stand in front to prevent your comrades from like making further chase? Or
Arno is actually kind of livid at Barin at this point because he was privy to him helping him cheat.
But that's a separate issue.
It's an issue you insane man.
I did not start this. I have the tapes. I have the goddamn tapes, and I didn't start anything.
No,
I was letting
you didn't start anything. You just poured gunpowder on the ground and lit it up to our firecracker, Mecurion.
It's like, it's not my fault the elf got mad about gambling.
Just like,
And like as this is continuing, Philip is now like clearly like going out of a like second story window. You win some, you lose some.
Out the front door, go!
Leave now.
And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we are going to call today's session.
There is one very important thing I want to do.
Yes.
So he's gone. We've got his money.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I'm doing, I assume
Yes.
the crowd has mixed feelings about this.
Oh no.
I'm going to walk up to the clown. How much money did you lose?
I lost 20 silver shillings total.
Hand it to her. I'm gonna look at myself. How much money is in my hand right now?
Left over, you would have 29 silver shillings from discard. You have 29 silver shillings, and 65 brass pennies and 2 brass pennies that were coated in fake gold.
oh,
Ah.
Oh. Free drinks!
Ah! And that's absolutely where we're fucking cutting it. Okay.
and a quick thing, can I get that bolt back?
Jesus Christ, the what?
The bolt back.
The
I
bolt?
just-
No. We'll talk to Mecurion's second meeting with the doctor next week. That we are done. You can't just keep adding Marvel post-credit scenes to these. This is it. We're done. Love you all.
I love you too.
All right,
And
everybody.
Guys
Let's see
are
if.
killing.
Thanks everyone for coming for the second episode of WarHams Fantasy. Let's see if the credits work this time. They're probably still broken, so sorry. Let's
I
switch
believe.
over to
I believe.
I believe in us.
Let's
I believe in
see
us.
if they
I'm
work
clicking
this
on the
time.
thing. I've got it. Okay. You've clicked the button.
Whoa.
Okay.
There we go.
It sure
Yes,
is
I-
a screen.
It sure is showing nothing. There it goes.
Oh,
Let's see if
thank
it
you for
does
watching,
anything.
subbies.
Well,
Great
look,
Gun King.
Goran, we had no subscribers.
Mask Penguin.
Whoa!
Yes.
There's
Neuroclane!
Thank you, Twisted Jester.
Everyone loves laws.
I have the
Thank you,
distinct
Sure.
feeling that
Bluehurst.
Spartan.
a great
Don't
5.0
Paladin, I sure love this.
Don't tell that old paladin about what we did today.
Yeah, exactly,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like,
The Great
Thank you,
Gun
Russian
King.
X-Mix.
Very disappointed in his charge.
Thorin's
Oh,
gonna
gosh.
Sneer.
Absolutely. The Madhouse. Yes.
Mindless idiots. That's how I feel right now. Thank you.
Yes,
There might
yes.
be some serendipity there. But
Yeah.
really, we couldn't have done it without the tech grease engineer.
I mean, we've got literal otaku
Myers
with us,
Burn
so
88.
what can we do?
So
You
as
know?
we end things off, everyone, sorry if your name didn't get on this credits thing for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't get every single person, so super sorry about that. If you
We tried.
loved what you saw here, you can always visit us at warhams.tv. If you
Hell
really
yeah.
love the show, after the first 5 episodes are done, basically we do a kind of time gate thing to go up on the YouTube channel. So if you want to support us on the show, warhams.tv will show you where you can support us on Patreon. You can catch up on the podcasts, all that stuff. We also put up the videos up on there once they are uploaded. Of course, it'll also send you to the link to my YouTube channel where we upload all the VODs. For this, normally Warham's 40k takes a week for them to get up, but Warham's Fantasy comes up as soon as I get them edited, along with all the podcast stuff, which I'm still setting up. I think we're just waiting for approvals for some things, because, new podcasts take a while to get kind of processed. But I think the first episode is up on some places. But yeah, love you all very much. You've all been badass today. Thank you all so much here. Thank you all
Yes.
to the amazing players here who've been kicking ass so far. And we will all see you next time. Please follow our socials when you saw them, the names of the things. Love you all.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Yeah.
Take care, stay safe. It'll be a little while longer before everything goes normal.
Dark City.
Crossbow in the chest.
You and me are gonna have some discussions, mister.
Oh no, am I grounded?
Yes.